Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 72 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Talano. Joining me today is Christian Talano.
Hello and welcome.
And joining us again, Christian, not again for the first time,
Yeah,
is the man who's skyrocketing in popularity.
sure.
He's known by the name of Ohara.
Hey guys, thank you very much for having me. Sitting here with my tea, getting ready. I'm really curious what you guys gonna hit me up with.
We're gonna throw you hard questions.
We're gonna test.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna throw you.
jump right in.
Yeah.
Go in with the heavy questions.
If you'd like to know more about Ohara, you can find out his channel on YouTube. It's Ohara, right? On YouTube.
It's just Ohara, yeah. Exactly.
He does a podcast with Morge every month or so.
Now, speaking of Morge,
Okay.
when he was on the show, we threw him hard questions. All right, we grilled him.
Oh my god.
We tested his theory making skills. All right, and
How did he do? Was it okay?
oh yeah, he did all right. You know,
He threw
Okay.
us some stuff.
Yeah,
Just
now,
be gentle with me.
that's fine.
we launched at 2,000 subs last week, Christian. We launched the Patreon,
We did launch the Patreon,
and on the JoJo show, I stated that I needed to do a new spiel.
and you haven't done that.
And we have a guest on, so that kind of throws me off a little bit as well.
All right.
So Patreon housekeeping here. Shout outs to Hez Russell,
Yep.
Jordan Lee.
Yep. Who else?
Fuck.
Some other guy.
Some other guy that gave us a buck. We appreciate it.
Earth Source.
Earth Source.
Yes.
The
Young
first
Earth Source,
Patreon.
yes.
We appreciate the people out there supporting the show now. You can support the show at Patreon at Red Force Podcast, Christian.
Yes.
Every dollar helps the show.
Yes.
$5 gets you the show early on audio
And we've got other things there.
and other stuff. If you want to buy merch,
You can buy merch.
the Gold King shirt will appear right here, Christian. There we go.
There you go.
25 USD on Teespring.
I worked hard on it. Buy it.
Teespring. Comment section below.
Okay.
All the links will be there. Discord and all that shit.
Now,
Housekeeping out of the way, Christian. Let's get into the show.
let's get into the show.
What do we got this week?
We got the chapter 942. We got How Strong is Shanks, of course.
Always.
Always.
Yes.
We got topic of the show. The Straw Hats don't seem that relevant in Wano.
Okay.
A juicy topic
Ooh.
that we'll get into. We got the question
Spicy.
corner. We got a lot of questions from the viewers.
Yes.
And that's the show. Oh yeah, power scale. How can I forget the power,
power
scale?
scale.
Always there, always.
What's been going on this week in the world of One Piece, Christian? The chapter dropped. We're all excited.
Well, last week was a break.
Yeah.
So despair. All right.
Absolute despair.
Nothing going on. You know. Had to recap Fishman Island.
Yeah.
You know. No one watched that episode. And if you did watch that episode,
We appreciate
you're a
you.
true fan.
And we appreciate you.
Had to read Fishman Island, make notes on Fishman Island. You know, what wasn't the funnest time.
Not the
And
worst,
and guess
Christian.
what?
What?
We got another break.
So what are we gonna do?
I am not doing Punk Hazard, right? Straight after. You can't expect me to go from Fishman Island and then into Punk Hazard.
Okay.
So instead, movie reviews
Which one are we
are
doing?
going to start. We'll figure it out. Because do we start from the start? Do we start from the good ones? You know,
In succession?
who knows? We'll work it out. Do you have any opinions on the movies, Ohara?
I'm actually not that big of a movie watcher. I mean, I watched all of them.
Yeah.
I'm more of the canon guy, but I enjoyed movies that a lot.
Yeah.
So
That's
So
good.
there's only
Yeah, that was good.
there's only like 4 good movies.
Yeah.
The Candy Guy and the 3 newest ones.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
we'll,
You guys looking forward to Stampede?
Yeah. Stampede
Should be a fun time.
should be a fun time. It's going to be fan service heavy, with all the
Oh,
characters
yeah.
you love
We
to
appreciate
see.
it.
alright?
Definitely.
Will Jinbei be there? Probably not. All right.
Will
No
Jinbei ever join the crew? Probably not.
Will Jinbei ever be there
And-
anytime ever again?
It would seem that the villain, again, has a giant mech. So we'll
Classic
see how that goes.
anime.
We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Break next week, unfortunate, but we should get into a nice string after that break. 4
Yes.
weeks.
All hell is going to break loose in Wano
Yeah.
very soon.
Get excited.
I feel like I've been saying this for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen, all right? All hell's going to break loose eventually.
Should we get into the chapter?
Yes.
All right.
Chapter 942. Daimyo of Hakuyami.
General thoughts on the chapter, fellas. What do we think?
It's a good chapter. Alright?
I think so too.
It's better than last week's. We had a problem with last week's
Oh,
chapter.
we had big problems.
Now,
Oh, what was the problem? Yeah.
the problem was that the YASU reveal
Yes.
was not a good reveal. Because we know nothing about this character and what he does.
We complained that we weren't excited about the reveal because there was no context behind any systems
Right.
around him.
Yeah, so it wasn't the best chapter last week. We still gave it a 6 out of 10. You know, wasn't a bad
Nice.
chapter. It was a okay chapter.
Yeah.
This week,
Yeah.
this week, much better chapter. We're finally getting the context we need.
I don't think Christian's
Why?
as sold as the rest of the community on it, though.
I'm not sold because it does things that annoy me,
Okay, we'll get into those things.
like nullify the events of Wano so far, erasing the
But-
mistakes of the Straw
Oh,
Hats.
I have a different
don't
opinion
know.
on
I don't
that.
know
But
about
yeah.
I get it. I get that it had to happen, but it's kind of like.
I don't think they nullify though, do they? Because the person who leaked the information there,
Yeah,
he's still out
the
there.
trade is still out there, but will the new information even matter to Orochi's subordinates? Because they think it's all a joke. Alright? Does it even matter?
Right.
All right,
But we'll just go.
Christian.
We'll start off at the
With
start
the
of the
flow.
chapter.
Enough about you. All right, enough about you.
Oh, you asked me my opinion.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll start with the chapter.
Let's just get
Alright.
into it.
Cover page, Montoya eating some cheese. When are we going to get a cover story?
I don't know.
I've been saying this for months at this point. Some of the requests are good, and some of the requests are people like Montoya eating cheese.
Bring back Olympus.
We need the Olympus cover story
Yeah,
back.
bring back the Olympus cover.
Lasted for too long.
Yeah, I felt it was a little bit too short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring back Bartolomeo versus Shanks in the
Give
cover
me-
story. Everyone forgets about that, Christian.
But it's not going to happen, alright?
Everyone forgets about Bartolomeo burning Shanks' flag.
Shanks is going to send Rockstar in, and he's going to take care of Bartolomeo,
Alright.
alright? But, give me the Senior Pink cover story with him going to his wife's grave,
Oh, come on.
alright? Give it to me, Oda. Give me that cover story. We need it, alright? We need it. Okay. Enough of the cover pages.
Yeah.
Let's actually get into the chapter.
At some point.
Alright. We start a flashback with Yasu and a man called Odin. Now,
Oh, my God.
still silhouetted,
Young
Alright.
version of Odin.
young version. We still don't know what this man looks like. We can
Yeah.
gather. See the thumbnail to see Eric's
Rendition.
interpretation
Yeah.
of Odin. Alright, using various
Tricks and techniques.
of the trade. Alright,
Yeah, I think we have enough information to figure out his general look.
yeah.
Oda has a habit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Has a habit of doing wonky silhouettes that don't really pan out at some
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
Right.
But, there's stuff there. He should have a mustache in his older version. He should.
Like the one you made.
He should have a huge
I would be
mustache.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when Kinemon's talking about him, he has a huge shadow on his upper lip, which could only be a mustache.
Sure. But Oda likes to change his
But
up.
I don't know what Oda's gonna do.
It reminds me of when we analysed the mysterious figure Aimu's silhouette.
Yes.
And realised he has his arms are either 2 meters long
Yeah,
and he's got a tiny head, or he has really long hair.
yeah.
We can't tell. But
Yeah.
either or.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Alright. So
think-
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get into that, but
Yeah.
like I thought it was interesting that he would like silhouette him anyway in the first place, since he's in theory dead. So,
Odin, look, Oda has a habit of hyping characters up,
Sure.
right?
Right.
We know how the community is.
Now let me tell you about a theory I heard
All right,
over the week.
tell us about this.
It
theory.
involves Odin
Yeah.
and a man called Ryokugyu.
Okay.
Alright? And apparently
Yeah. What?
apparently they're both silhouetted.
Yeah.
They both have long hair. They both have pointy noses.
Yeah.
Alright?
They both like to laugh.
They both like to laugh. Alright? Are they the same character? And is Green Ball or Odin?
That's a crazy theory.
Alright? I've heard this theory. What do you think? What do you think about that?
Not likely.
Alright? What about the amnesia plotline coming back into play?
Oof.
Otoko.
That would be.
Otoko. No, Toki, right?
Yeah.
Toki sent Odin into the future Somehow he lost his memories. We know he's strong as fuck. Alright, the Marines could have picked him up. Alright, and now he's an admiral. That's the crazy theory I've been hearing this week.
That would be random. But I mean, yeah, why not?
He says he hasn't eaten in a long time.
Okay.
Could that be
Right.
time? Could that be time travel?
He says 10 years.
Could that be time travel?
All right.
Alright.
Probably not, Christian.
Well-
But people complaining about, silhouettes. Why do this? Very simple technique, Christian.
It's to hype you up with the design.
It's
But-
to hype you up on the character itself. Mystery. I don't know.
But here's the thing: it makes no sense within the context.
Yeah,
of
we
the
know it
story
makes no sense.
because the room. It's not a dark room.
Yeah.
He's just a man that is absorbing all light.
Same with Green Bull. Same with
Yeah, but that was extreme. Like he was sitting in the sun,
Yeah.
like having a lunch
Yeah.
break, and he was just silhouette. Yeah.
Like in the past, when Oda did silhouettes, it was context sensitive because
Yeah.
it was a dark room or something. Now Oda just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna have to wait for this reveal.
Well, we know how fickle the audience is, Christian. A bad design will sink a character immediately. Well,
I
not a
mean-
bad design. Comical design
Comical design,
will
sure.
sink the character immediately in terms of the fans' perception of him, until he cuts Jack in half,
Sure,
such as Shutenmaru.
sure.
So
No one likes you tomorrow.
anyway, he's doing it to hype people up, and the amount of silhouettes is directly related to how strong the man is.
Sure.
So right now we have 4 silhouettes. That makes him Emperor tier.
That's that height. That's that
That's
height.
the
that height
silhouette math, all right? That's the silhouette
That's the
math.
silhouette math.
I mean, I guess there's also still the opportunity, the possibility that like we've seen him somewhere before. So I think like not just like the character will be revealed newly, but it's someone we've seen somewhere before. You
I
know?
mean, yeah, he has to be dead. Like,
I just can't believe
or
that he's
yeah,
alive.
If he's
Like, I
alive, it's a
can't-
bit of a
I can't believe it.
But then again, I feel like why hype up the character design for that guy?
Because
kind of.
that 10 chapter flashback is gonna be hype, all right, and you gotta wait for it.
yeah. There's gonna be a double page spread where he cuts Kaido with his sword.
And he's gonna be you're gonna see his
It's
design.
gonna be crazy.
All right. So during this flashback, we get some information.
Yes.
Hakumai is the only port in Wano. They are allowing trade into Wano at this point. We're allowing trade.
Yes.
But some people want to harm Wano, alright? So they need an invisible military force. It would seem that the legendary samurai are all from the past and that the legends of Wano are no longer true.
Okay.
Alright? Because the legendary strength of Wano, stated by Alkainu and others,
Yep.
seems to be related to the past, and since they're an isolation country, they can keep that secret.
Yep.
But they're not really that strong, right? So, Orochi taking the weapons out of the population,
The trading.
banning dojos.
Yep.
The Wano country are no longer that strong.
Okay.
That's what we can gather from this, I assume. All right. Some people think they see Zoro's master in the crowd.
Okay.
Alright? Have you seen this theory?
I've seen
Oh.
All right. What's his name? Fucking
Kushiro?
Yeah,
Kushiro.
I think. Yeah.
we see a man with a similar kimono
and
in
symbols
front.
on his shirt.
and symbols, and he's got long hair. Some people say it could be Zoro's master. Also, the last name of Yasu is similar to Zoro's village.
Yep.
Connection there.
I think is it the dojo, I think?
Yeah.
I think that was it, right?
But like
Yeah.
I've heard that like it's different kanji, so it might not be related in some kind of way.
Okay.
I don't know Japanese. I can't read Japanese. So
Yeah, yeah, I think the difference was that like one was like his last name was written in kanji while the other one was written in katakana.
Yeah.
So it was just like
So-
yeah.
Well, we
Press on the
we
English.
expect for there to be some kind of connection to Wano.
we all know Zoro's from Wano, all right? We all know that's good. We all know that's a reveal. Come on.
Ooh,
We
you
all know
think?
that's a reveal. Yeah, it's too obvious.
The lineage to Ryuma, his sword, he's a samurai.
Yeah, the dojo.
I mean,
whatever.
His
I was
master.
Zoro. I think we still must be a little bit careful with Zoro. I think like Kushiro, his master. I think that's pretty much a given. Like with the
Yeah.
connection and like,
But
yeah.
he's-
and like also
Yeah,
with the sword cutting technique, what he told Zoro that like Hyogoro mentioned.
yeah. Well, Zoro's parents could have been refugees from the ODEN event. and they go to the East Blue for refuge.
Listen, alright.
Whatever.
There's
alright?
there's Daimyo, as we find out last week, this week.
Yeah.
There's four more, including Tony Yasu.
Now, I don't know if this is a troll or not,
Yeah.
but some people think that Tony Yasu is Zoro's father. Alright, what do you think about this?
No. Alright, no.
What do you
No.
think about this theory?
No.
Alright, here's the theory.
I mean, the resemblance is there, right? So.
Look, we complained about there being... Last week we complained about there
mean-
being no context for the Daimyo,
yeah.
right? So could Oda be hiding it because one of the other family's name, Christian, is indeed Roanoa?
Well, we know we've had hints that Zoro's sword techniques come from Kuri
Yeah.
with that little speech,
The
with
snatch
Momo
thing as
and
well.
the snatch, whatever. So I assume that, well, Odin was the daimyo of Kuri,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's more related to Zoro. I don't think Zoro's of high born, some sort of
Prophecy.
prophecy. I don't know about that. I think he's just a common samurai guy.
Yeah.
And
I think that would also be a little bit boring. Would just repeat the Sanji narrative a little bit, you know.
Also, side note, Judge looks at nothing like Sanji, so
Okay.
He has the eyebrows.
well, we don't even know that, all right? Oda trolling us the whole entire of Hawkeye Island. Never gonna give us the eyebrow reveal. All right. So after that discussion of theories, all right,
Yeah.
back into the chapter. Odin, all right, does not want to be Shogun. He wants to go out to sea. He wants to be free. All right. We also get the name of the former Shogun. Finally,
Yeah.
it's Sakuyaki. All right. Also a Japanese dish. All right.
Okay.
Will we get this man's
It's pretty
reveal?
delicious, by the way.
I've never had it, but I assume it is.
Okay.
Alright?
It's like a hot pot.
Okay. Alright, so like another soup dish that
Yep.
kind of related to Odin.
To Odin, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we finally get the name of this guy. We'll see him eventually in the flashback. When
Okay.
Odin gets kicked out
Yeah.
of the castle. Alright. So yeah, Yasu's telling him off, you gotta be Shogun, you can't be this selfish. You must be stronger before you can be selfish, alright?
Okay.
He must get stronger. Even though he's been in Ashura at this point? Or is he just hiding?
No,
he's
I
just
believe
hiding
not.
out?
I believe he's just got kicked out of the castle.
Okay. So he's not famous
He's
yet.
young.
Yeah.
He hasn't really found his feet yet in Wano.
Okay.
Unclear if he returns back from sea and then fights
Okay.
Ashura.
Ashura becomes some sort of notable figure. in
Yeah,
one.
because I imagine Roger and Rayleigh and Whitebeard changed his will in some way.
Alright.
Showed him the way.
Alright. Now, we go back to the present. Alright? The people calling out to Yasu. They love him. They love this man Yasu. Alright?
He's a hype man in the past.
Alright. He's going to be killed for leading an army against Orochi in the past.
Yes.
Alright? Yasu tells them that he is not the witching owl boy. He got caught on purpose. Alright? What do we think about this? Is it true? Is he lying? Is he the witching owl boy? Is he not the witching owl boy? What's the story? Is he covering for someone? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't even think he was covering for someone. I actually think that he says the truth here. Like, I
Okay.
think he just used it to get attention
Well,
on him.
as we've said before in the show, that we think the witching owl boy is 3 people. Because it all connects.
Oh, okay. Multiple people.
We think it was Yasu, Toko, and Hirori working together to be the witching owl boy. That's our theory.
Okay, yeah.
Which still
That's
could be
interesting.
true, because, you know, Yasu's taking the full heat on it.
Yeah.
But then it says he's lying about it, which, like, just take the blame if you're going to do that, which is weird. So,
Okay.
it's probably...
Yeah,
it's
I think he
prob-
would have taken the bullet probably
Yeah.
if it was someone else.
So-
yeah.
I don't think he's in on the plan. He's just getting money from Otoko, right? So...
Yeah, and distributing it to the people of Ibisu.
So,
Yeah.
is the witching owl boy Tenguyama? And is Tenguyama also Denjiro?
Yeah.
So-
I definitely lean towards Denjiro for the Witching Owl Boy. I'm not sure like if it's Tenguyama,
We
Well,
talk.
yeah,
but it might be.
yeah, we talked about this because Tenguyama is the only character left in Wano that has relevance and has not been explained.
And he's a demon.
Right.
The other 2 are demons.
Yeah, one's a Kappa, one's a
Right.
Ashura, Tenguyama. You know, it could all work out. So, Denjiro.
It
probably
definitely makes
Tenguyama.
sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm still convinced that there's like still a bunch of characters in Wano we haven't been introduced to yet. So
Sure.
I think there's still the option that it's like someone completely new,
Do-
especially Denjiro. But
Yeah.
I mean, Tanguyama still might make sense, of course.
He's wearing a mask. He's disguised all the time.
Yeah.
He's been waiting for someone. He says so.
Yeah, swords and stuff.
It's all related.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Now, Christian, we were complaining about the Witching Owlboy last week and how the reveal's kind of sloppy because we haven't really seen the Witching Owlboy do anything.
I'm still waiting for the scene for the Witching Owl Boy to do something.
Yeah.
All right. We get told he's doing something. Always.
Didn't he bring food once to Curry to
Yeah,
like
but-
leftovers town, something like that?
What we're saying is we never actually see him do anything. We're just told
Oh,
he does
yeah.
things. All right. We need to
Right,
see him do
right.
something.
We need to see him steal something at some point.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's just like, okay, this guy's around doing things
I think we will now.
in the background.
Yeah.
Give us some context about how good he is at stealing shit. Otherwise, he's
right.
just like, what's going on, you know?
So, yeah.
So,
The Witching Owlboy's still alive,
sure,
potentially.
sure.
Let's say so. Yeah.
All right.
You talk, Christian.
Where am I? Okay,
Go
so
on.
Drake is worried that something could go down as this is being broadcast all over Wano. Drake, he's the smart one, all right?
Yeah.
Orochi, not that smart. All right? Why would he... You know, Orochi is just spanned him at this point. He's just spanned him. He's arrogant, all right? His plans always backfire, all right? He does things out of spite. He's just spanned him at this point.
Interesting.
But I assume a little stronger than Spandam, but still spanned him. All right.
Also,
Kaido's the Rob Lucci. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
right.
He's gonna get things done.
Alright.
All right. We'll see that more relationship fleshed out, I'm sure, between Orochi and Kaido.
Yep.
Because that's still very interesting to me. Why Kaido wouldn't even listen to this guy, but
I don't think he does. I think it's more the other way around, probably. Like, at least I had the impression. The
yeah,
puppet.
we'll see. We'll see what that relationship's like eventually.
Okay.
Yep.
Probably at the banquet or maybe in the flashback. We'll see. All right. Ebisu people rushing the capital. They need to see Yasu. All right. All right. Toko's also on her way, running through Ringo. How close is Ringo to this city?
Must be very close.
Must be very close. The map not accurate at all, because
not really.
you know, Ashura and Inu are halfway. They're in Ebisu town.
Yeah.
They're not in Ebisu. They're in Bakura town.
Yeah.
So there's like distance.
Big
and
Mom
shit.
still hasn't arrived to the
Big
prison.
Mom still hasn't arrived. All that kind of stuff. Alright? Alright, apparently, right? Yasu tells the people that Wano is the result of the Kazuki clan, not Orochi. Orochi just stole it, alright? Orochi's got nothing to do with how good Wano is. Alright? Yasu claims that he made the flyers, alright, to piss off Orochi and just prank him, alright? Just get his revenge a little bit. Alright? Now, the people seem to believe this. We know Orochi won't believe this because he's paranoid and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
People aren't going to listen to him, so things are going to happen.
It's interesting, right? Because in another sense, like,
Yeah.
the audience wouldn't really believe that the people would believe Yasu.
Yeah.
But we see the seeds of doubt already sown in the people in the banquet scene.
Sure. They don't really-
Orochi's a coward, he's paranoid, he's always talking about ghosts.
Alright.
Yeah, has like a bad reputation throughout
Yeah.
the whole country with his own men. Yeah.
Alright. So, after that information, we get Orochi stole the throne and with deceit and chicanery confirmed.
Yeah.
Well, we all thought that Orochi gimped Odin. Alright, it wasn't a fight.
Some kind of trick.
It wasn't a samurai duel. It was a trick. Alright? We all knew that. Some people wanted to defend Orochi, that he's strong.
Is it going to
Whatever.
be something stupid like a card game or an eating contest or a drinking
No,
contest?
he's gonna lure him into a trap, and then Kaido's gonna one-shot him or something.
Okay.
Alright, because we all know...
Yeah. Or like blackmailing or something like that.
We
Yeah.
all know Kaido. Maybe use his family against him.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Toko, etc., etc.
Yeah, so... We all know
Why do
Orochi tricked him.
Toki, not Toko. Okay.
Right? They're very similar.
Okay.
Alright. We got a whole bunch of little kids running around Wano.
Yep.
Tama, Toko, and what's the other one? Momonosuke, I guess.
Yeah, Momonosuke.
Yeah. So we got the kid trio running around Wano.
Yep.
When are they gonna do something? We'll find out. All right, soon with Big Mom. Let's hope that happens. Alright. So, Orochi came to the four daimyo of Wano, asking them to join him. Alright? They asked Orochi, you will join me or you will die. Alright? They decided to fight, and they lost, because Kaido, unbeatable.
Interesting line, right? Because, you know, the theory is that Kirishiro was one of the daimyo that betrayed Oden, right?
Yeah.
It seems like Kirishiro had really nothing to do with the betrayal. It seems like he was always on Orochi's side at some
I think
point.
he could still be a daimyo that accepted the
But
request.
he said we would never, and there was no hesitation.
Sure, and
he's the crime boss, so he might be a part of that organization instead of the daimyo.
yeah, maybe he
Betrayed
Hyogoro.
Hyogoro.
Who knows? All right.
Yeah, I think Kyoshiro is one of those characters who I can also imagine to have like their own agenda, you know, like neither ally of like not on Orochi's side, not on Straw Hat's side, just like trying to get the most out of it for himself.
He's the third party.
It's
right?
interesting, right? Because we see in the banquet that he's following the samurai code. He's a weapon of the shogun.
Sure.
He does things to preserve the shogun's majesty.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, but
We also see,
but like, is he serious about that, or is that just
which is
like,
interesting.
it felt a little bit fake. Yeah, sorry.
It felt a little bit weird because we know he doesn't really respect him that much, but he'll do things to preserve.
Also, he
crown.
did not kill Hiyori.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was.
something-
It felt more like it was like his best choice to like get her out of there.
Yeah. So
It's-
it's
it-
up to
like,
but
truth.
it's
he's doing something.
interesting, right? Because he doesn't directly oppose Orochi in any really scene of consequence, right? He doesn't directly oppose him when it's necessary. So I don't know if there's some kind of plot that he's like,
I think it's
I want to be the shogun and I'm biding my time. I think he's more of a character that's like, I have to preserve the samurai code.
no. I think he's more. I think
Man,
he's
I
more.
don't
Of a
think so
I think he's
either,
more of a
yeah.
third party.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is
I agree.
weird.
In it
'Cause he-
for himself, trying to get things done for himself, and he's
but
and
what's
he's
he trying to
using the
get
samurai
done? But
code.
what's he trying to get done?
He's trying to survive. He's trying to live a good life.
But does he want to be the shogun, or does he just want to
knows?
fuck
Yeah, I
around?
think he does. I think he's looking for power. I think he's like a little bit like the little finger.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
Of
from
Wano.
Game of
Littlefinger.
Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
So
right?
he does things. He does things in the face.
Yeah, he does things to
save
look
face,
good
yeah.
to everyone, and then he's gonna weasel his way in to power. or
I
whatever.
personally think like the move at the banquet was super smart because like he kind of like kept the like he used the samurai code as an excuse to get Hiyori out of there.
Yeah,
And we all know that people respect the code, Christian.
exactly. They respect the samurai code, right?
Yeah.
But-
even Orochi.
This is the thing, right?
Orochi.
If Kirishiro betrays Orochi in the middle of the arc, right?
Yeah.
We need to exact our revenge on Orochi, not Kirishiro.
Sure, but I think Kirishiro is gonna start off as a villain for us. I think he's gonna come to our side because he's gonna realize that we're gonna win.
Yeah.
So he's
Or
gonna,
the other
yeah.
side. It might also be the other way around. He
Sure.
might like help the Straw Hats take down Orochi and then turn on them later on,
Yeah, because he
teaming
because
up with Kaido or
he doesn't
something like
he,
that.
He
Yeah.
doesn't want Momonosuke taking the throne, so he's gonna backstab them and because he wants to be shogun.
And then we get our Zoro fight.
Yeah, we'll get the Zoro fight. Don't worry about the Zoro fight. It's gonna happen. All right, relax. All right. So back to the chapter. Yeah, Ashura Doji is in Bakura Town with Kinemon and Inarashi. We'll get that confrontation soon. All right. Yasu makes Orochi look like an idiot to his people for falling for his prank. People starting to not trust Orochi and his stupidity. All right.
Deepen their concerns with
Alright.
Orochi, perhaps.
Yasu claims that the plan has been reset to 0 and the rebellion can start over. Alright? No one has been able to take Kaido's head for 20 years. So, Kaido is emphasized as the main problem of Wano.
Yeah.
Because if the Straw Hats could do whatever they want in Wano, they would have taken it over by now because it doesn't seem like
Yeah.
they have that
It's,
many strong forces.
And this is the thing, right? People complain about, the samurai aren't that strong and shit. But Kaido has control of the island. If the samurai were all like Emerald tier, they would already have beaten Kaido. Like,
Sure. So, yeah, as I said at the start of the episode, it seems like all the strong samurai in the past.
yeah.
And Kaido comes in and wipes them all out. Because Kaido's that strong.
Yeah, I
Absolutely
think
monster.
it really sounded like like the old daimyos, like when they grouped up together to take on Orochi, like they would definitely have taken him down when
Yeah.
it like if it weren't for Kaido. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we get a new mini place for the rebellion. Probably the old port at Hakuyama.
Okay.
Hakuyama? I don't know. I can speak Japanese, alright?
The port coming.
Atamayama, I think it is.
Mayama.
Atama? It means like head. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Alright. We got a man of
We
culture
got,
here.
we got a professional here.
A man of culture, alright?
Did
Alright.
you see? We were complaining about Nami and not doing anything with the information she got from the port. Will it come into play?
I don't know, man. Will she eventually go to this weapons deal meeting? Who knows?
Okay.
Alright, maybe she already did and we didn't see it.
I mean, there's how much time did they spend there? Like a few weeks, right?
But
I think it's been a
we saw her in real time do that though, so it's
Yeah.
been a
Like
couple of
basically
days.
during Whole Cake Island, right?
yeah, but in the current time, we saw her get the information.
Oh yeah,
about
oh yeah,
weapons.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she has to go.
But
to
we
that
don't know what they
weapons
did
deal.
like beforehand, right?
Yeah, but she has to go to that weapons deal at some point.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I agree.
And also Nami was with Luffy in Whole Cake
Exactly.
Island. So she just
So-
got there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, forgot that. Yeah, that's true.
How can you forget? All right. So Big Mom has still not reached the prison. You know.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Could you please reach the prison? Could you
She-
please? Last chapter, she was 2 chapters ago. She was almost there. Could you please
The
reach the
Croco
prison?
Shark's tired, Christian.
It's tired. Big Mom, hungry. We're gonna get a rampage. Not happy about the rampage, but we're gonna get it.
Okay.
Alright? Gonna have to make my peace with the rampage. You know, Big Mom's plot. Take it or leave it at this point.
I
you
just
know.
want that rock shit.
The Rocks captain.
Yeah.
We'll eventually get that, I'm sure, but alright. Big Mom still on her way. Alright. Yasu starts to sing. He's on his way out. He's shot up. Alright. He's dead, quote unquote. Is he dead? Is he not dead? We'll find out next time.
Okay.
Alright. I assume. People start to cry, laugh, because they, you know, the emotions and shit. We get the reveal that the smiles have taken away Ebisu's expressions. Alright? End of the chapter.
Specifically because of the fruit.
Yes.
In the official, cleared it up.
It was always clear.
Okay.
Okay. Zoro can't understand this. Zoro's getting upset. He's the only one who really knew Yasuo out of the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Hiroi's upset, so there's a connection there. Has to be some sort of connection there.
Okay.
Alright? Back to our Witching Owl Boy theories.
Okay.
Alright? So, we'll see about that. End of the chapter. There you go. Break. Next week.
Despair.
Alright. What do we think about this chapter?
Ohara, what do you
wanna
think
start?
about it? No, you can go
Well,
first.
okay, I'm gonna start then. Like for me personally, it was one of the best chapters I've read in a while.
Yeah?
I like just to get it out there. Like I personally am quite a big Wano fan so far. Like I'm aware of all the criticism,
Sure.
but like in general, I've really enjoyed reading it so far. But this chapter was like, I can't remember when there was a chapter when I like generally like had like felt like that level of emotions, I guess.
Alright.
And that is like especially for a character that I like we basically just got to know like a few chapters ago, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there were like a lot of like really hype chapters, especially like when you like think back to the Reverie or like Kaido's a dragon and stuff like that. So that was really cool. But I don't know when was the last time when I like felt emotional shock for a character dying. Like even with Pedro, that
Yeah.
kind of felt like I think everyone just assumed he would survive because we like didn't really see it.
It ruined the moment. 100%
Yeah.
ruined the moment.
Like it didn't shock me that much, but this was really like, and it was a brutal death also, like just like being shot down there, being
Yeah.
crucified. So I like the whole like. Obviously, there's like you can like be unhappy with like minor things, but all in all, I think like that was a really powerful scene, especially since till now I had like this feeling that Wano was a little bit more. It felt more lighthearted than the situation would kind of like lead you to imagine. You know,
Yeah.
like everyone's suffering, but like it still felt like kind of lighthearted. But now, like this, the whole chapter like brought a whole different perspective to this all.
Sure. I like the brutality of the death, right?
Yeah.
But I have to say, was not emotionally invested in Yasu.
Okay.
Really?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's all based on imagination in your head, basically. Because it's like, if we didn't see Ace do anything in Alabasta, do anything against Blackbeard, we just get told that he's doing things in the world, that he's Luffy's brother, and then he dies in Marineford. Do we really have a connection to him? Yeah, it's impactful to Luffy, and that's the main problem, right? But Yasu's death, okay, it didn't really affect me because we don't really... We get the flashback here about Yasu and whatever, alright?
Right.
Now, if we had the full Odin flashback, as I've been saying for weeks, just give us the full Odin flashback so we can care deeply about these characters in Wano. Because he's holding him back.
Yeah.
He's holding back reveals about the characters, what they did in the past, why they're relevant, how strong they are, what they can do in the world. He's holding that back for that Onin flashback, and it's
Right.
reducing the impact of the characters right here, right now.
Okay.
Alright? So, as soon as we get the Onin flashback, I can feel fully invested in these characters. Because I'm gonna... all my questions are gonna be answered about them. And that's
Right.
why...
I mean,
I don't think the
Yeah,
Yasu
sorry.
death is that impactful. I think Pound's death is more impactful. Because we get his full story and we get to see what he does. Alright? He has a will. He tries to fight
But,
Oven
Christian,
and
you
gets defeated. He tries to protect his family, gets defeated. He has a tragic story.
Alright.
More tragic than Yasu's story. Alright? Kicked out of Whole Cake Island. Never was able to hold his child. Alright? He just wants to see his child. Can't do it. Killed by Oven in a brutal fashion. Alright? But he's happy in the end because he got to see that his daughter's happy. Alright? I found more impact with Pound than I did with Yasu because Yasu doesn't really do anything.
Now, how do you feel about his characterization in this chapter specifically?
It's
Christian?
good characterization in this chapter. Alright? This chapter, great
And then
characterization.
he dies.
And then he dies, and I'm like, if I hadn't have got this characterization, here's the thing. Here's the thing that needs to happen for this death to be impactful. We need to see Zoro meet Yasu, save Yasu, and for Yasu to do something for Zoro to make us feel indebted to Yasu. And it would have been a way more impactful death.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I think it depends on your like what gets you emotionally involved. Like, I don't say it's like I think everyone has like its personal or his personal like
sure.
triggers, and I totally understand your point. For me, I don't need the full backstory to feel emotionally engaged with a character that I think personally that like Oda has managed to portray or introduce to us like amazingly in just a couple of chapters. But I totally like I also get your point. For me, it was like I feel like it was easy for me to get into the character, and like I feel like we got really close to Yasu in a very short time. So, and just the way like we learned even before we knew who he really was. Like, he got introduced as this person who likes to do good, who's like fighting for the poor and so on and so forth. But then like we actually learned like who he truly is. Get this small flashback in the beginning of the chapter that I think makes it is really important for this like the rest of the chapter. Like, without the like I think that's definitely an important element there.
Sure, yeah.
Just seeing like how his character developed and so on, that his connection to Odin 100%. We see how important he is. We see how the people love him. So for me, it was definitely emotionally impactful. But like I said, like I definitely understand if you said you need more story around him to get a bigger picture.
This death will be better in hindsight once we get the Odin flashback and we understand who Yasu is.
So, Christian wants more context around Yasu. What I'll say about this chapter is, right?
Yeah.
I love, like, he's an archetype of the honorable man, right?
Sure.
And we love it.
Yeah.
We all love it. What he
Sure.
did, he sacrificed everything
Yeah.
for his people and for the plan and for his revenge, right?
Sure.
And he dies.
Okay.
We also see this kind of mentorship with Odin.
Yeah.
Right? We like mentors in stories, the Old Master, Shanks, Rayleigh, all that
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So we like that as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. if he's alive, I prefer that way more than him being dead. Because I want to see this character do things now because I like him.
Oh, well, that's the tragedy of his death.
I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I
He's
like
dead.
him. I want to see him do things now.
Well, you gotta see it in the
But
flashback.
it would
right?
make the whole chapter a lot less impactful, though, right?
Not
Yeah.
really, because his sacrifice was still there. He just didn't die, right?
Sure,
and when
but
he
he got
doesn't
shot in the
die,
head.
but I want to see him do things because I like him now, in real time.
That's the issue. Alright? That's the issue. Alright, you'll see it in the flashback. You'll see what he can do with the
I know
flashback.
people are gonna be like, "You're crazy. If he's dead, if he's alive, this is bullshit." But I'm like, come on, man. I want to see him do stuff because I like him now.
That's the tragedy of death.
Okay.
Right? That's the whole
He's
point of it.
gone.
He's gone. And you're not gonna see him do anything.
Yeah,
Apart from the
I agree.
flashback.
I mean, if he were to be alive, I also don't think that it ruins the entire chapter or the like his entire sacrifice. But I definitely think that like not necessarily for the like characters in Wano, but just for the readers. I think like having that guy actually die the way he died makes
Now-
like for me it feels like it puts up the stakes for the whole. Like it definitely made it more intense.
But I like
the
what he
whole,
yeah, and I like what he also said. Oda's writing specifically this chapter, which is very poetic. You know,
It's a good chapter. But I'm saying the death wasn't impactful for me. I still admit it's it's a great chapter.
Right.
Alright? But yeah, I get it. Just the death wasn't impactful for the reasons I stated. You know, whatever. Take it how you want. Maybe I have a cold heart. All right.
maybe you do have a cold.
Maybe my heart is closed off. All right. Due to the hysteria over Pedro's death. All right?
Okay.
And what I had to deal with that. All right. Because no one believed that he was dead. Oda's just gonna bring him back. Oda's a hack. All that kind of shit that we had to deal with in Honkai Island.
Was bullshit.
All right.
Sure.
Ratings,
Christian, ratings.
I'm not done.
All right.
Still, maybe the most controversial part of this chapter,
All right.
the plan being reset
Okay.
to 0.
Yeah.
All right. Some people are gonna love this. Some people are gonna absolutely hate this. All right. People are gonna love it because we're gonna move the plot forward. We can actually go to the final war now.
Yeah.
The plan's moving forward. As the narrator said, the war's happening. All right. The narrator said it, so it's happening.
The final battle
The
in
final
9
battle
days,
It's
Christian.
gonna happen in 9 days.
Fire Festival.
We finally get a reason about how that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Now, Yasu doing this for the Kazuki clan, not doing this for the Straw Hats. It's okay. I get the character reasons. I get all that kind of stuff, but it undoes Luffy's stupidity and naiveness in a way that like doesn't involve Luffy. It's like it takes Luffy out of the equation for stuffing up the plan or whatever, because he got caught by Kaido and all that kind of shit.
I mean, Luffy still got the
yeah,
physical
But this
development from it,
this
right?
thing from Yasu doesn't save Luffy.
It resets. Well, it does save Luffy because
It resets the
entire
trader.
plan.
It resets the trader. It doesn't reset Luffy's issues.
Yeah.
But
Also, I think
the Straw Hats
like I
issues.
think you right. Yeah, sorry.
And Law was about to save all the people anyway.
yes, but it takes the agency away from Law and the Straw Hats because their problems have been solved by a character
Yeah.
they
mean,
don't know
I
anything
think-
about.
But do you mind that like the focus isn't so much on the Straw Hats at the moment?
Well, we'll get into that.
'Cause I
as the
think it's
topic of the
still-
show, all right, that's the topic of the show.
Well, I
we'll
mean,
get
it's
into it.
still like the introduction. Like it still feels like we're still being introduced into the events in Wano. The Straw Hats are still getting in, so the focus is a little bit now more on the samurai. It's not like I feel like the focus is not even on Kaido, right? It's
No, it's
mostly
It's mostly on Orochi and
the
Wano, right?
yeah the people and inhabitants of Wano and their inner conflicts. And I think we can all be like I think we can all agree that Luffy and all of his crew and like the whole alliance will probably like play a gigantic role like in the upcoming like the closer we get to the like climax and to the big battle and so on and so forth,
Is-
the more or the bigger the role will be.
Is the thing, Christian. You're complaining about the Straw Hats not being involved,
Yeah.
but we also demanded context for Wano a few weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
We can do that through what is called the Oden flashback.
Oh my god.
Give me the Oden.
All right.
I'm begging for this
All
flashback.
right. You're not going to get it, though, for a while.
I'm begging for the flashback. Please give it to me.
Yes.
Oda.
That's a choke point that we find ourselves in.
All right. Please give me the flashback.
But everything is going to shit's going to hit the fan soon.
I would disagree with that argument because in every arc so far, most arcs, we get context for the island and the people
Yes.
while the Straw Hats are involved in the plot.
Because this plan in general and this whole thing with
It's
the
a
Kazuki
Kazuki. It's a
has nothing to do with the Straw Hats, really.
exactly. Basically, the Straw Hats are guns for hire.
Yeah.
For this Kazuki plan.
To
Basically,
take out
that's what it
Kaido,
is.
because they want to take out Kaido.
And then, it helps their goals as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an alliance. It is an alliance, but it's kind of like the Straw Hats.
Wano's very important, right?
Yes.
It's going to be very important to the
ancient history,
ancient
all that kind of
history,
shit,
the
yes.
lore of the
Yep.
world. We need to find out many things about Wano, all right?
will.
Poneglyphs, yeah.
All right. So chapter ratings. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10.
Christian,
Great
see,
chapter.
you've been complaining the whole time.
But it's nitpicks. I don't really. It's not really that much of a problem.
You gotta stop watching Dritz's videos.
Dritz hasn't released a video this week.
You gotta
right?
stop listening to Dritz. You're getting,
It's not about
you're
Dritz.
getting salty.
It's not salty. I just want to bring up some issues
I mean,
that I found.
I feel like you shouldn't forget that I think Wano is gonna be like crazily long. Also, like I
Yes.
think we're still like I think we're not even close to like the 20-30% mark. So
What is
I
your
think there's still
prediction?
so much to go.
Yeah. What are your predictions on the chapter count?
I think it'll definitely be longer than Dressrosa.
I think
it'll be at least 150 to 200 chapters.
I'm,
Let's say.
I'm saying 200 chapters.
No chance.
I'm saying 200
Absolutely no
chapters. We are
chance.
nowhere close to the war, and we're 35 chapters deep.
Marineford wrapped up in 5
I-
chapters.
Yeah, I honestly also don't like. Do you guys think that like the Fire Festival will be like the final
Yes.
Yes.
battle of Wano? Because I'm not so sure. Because
I only say that
Like, they will
because-
definitely-
yeah. I only say that it is
No, 'cause-
because the narrator states that it is. And the narrator can't lie to us, otherwise we can't ever trust the narrator again. Alright? So
I don't know.
that's why I think
'Cause
it
I
is the
think-
final battle.
It would definitely because I think since we have the Kabuki thing, it would definitely make sense to have like a big throwback, an unexpected one for the whole thing. And I don't know, that doesn't have to be the Fire Festival, but it
Well,
could be.
I expect Luffy to fight Kaido again and get beaten again.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But we know
And then the final battle
look
happens.
at the story right now. Chaos is about to break out.
Yeah.
And we know Act 3
Yeah.
in Kabuki plays are a battle scene. This could be the
Right.
first battle scene with chaos breaking out, the
Yeah.
capital's in chaos, Luffy escaping, Kaido comes down and fights Luffy again.
Fights Big Mom.
Luffy does his stupid technique on Kaido, maybe damages him a little bit, runs away, somehow escapes Kaido.
Law gets
Yeah.
him.
Law teleports him out this time.
Yeah.
And then
But I mean,
Act 5's the final
yeah.
battle. Like the
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. Because I think there will be one major conflict there has to be one major conflict with basically in the inner circle, like Straw Hat, the Alliance, and Kaido, and so on. But then, like, we don't know. Like, I think we all expect that there's like still a lot of characters and parties heading to Wano. Like, we know the Big Mom Pirates are there.
Yeah.
Reverie's gonna end halfway through.
Well,
it's basically
Reverie's
ending
supposed
now.
To, yeah, Reverie's supposed to end
Today,
the
basically.
next day, yeah.
Yeah.
Next day, Reverie will be
Yeah.
over. So
So we don't know if the Marines are coming or whoever else.
I think the fire festival will be
the big climax.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it'll be the big final war of the arc.
it will be stupid.
You think?
I think it is.
It's
yeah.
because of the prophecy and the all that kind of stuff.
And the meaning behind the fire festival and the setting,
the narrator telling us that it will happen and that it's guaranteed.
all the plans are around the fire festival. Onigashima.
And it can happen now because of the
Ultimate subversion.
yeah. Like if the narrator lies to us, then we're just throwing out everything the narrator says, and we can never use that as evidence ever again.
Okay.
All right.
But then I mean, like, we've had that before that the editors are Oda said in the
But
end, like
th-
that
that's
didn't
the editors.
play out, right?
But the narrator is
Okay.
Oda. Like the
Okay,
Oda,
okay.
Oda writes the Oda boxes, so it's like.
But I mean, Oda didn't. But I think Oda didn't come out and say that the Fire Festival is the big war he's talking about. He just says the Fire Festival is happening, but it's not said that it's a guaranteed win.
The box said.
The box said 9 days until the final battle.
Right.
So I don't know what that means. It's a final battle.
Could be another battle.
Sure, it could be.
Just throwing it out there.
I
don't know. It could definitely also be the Fire Festival. Just throwing out the idea.
There'll be a skirmish before the fire
I
festival.
think there's going to be a skirmish right now because we can see it brewing right now, right?
Yeah.
Surely, if Big Mom is attacking Kaido's prison, surely Kaido makes an appearance to sort it out. He's gonna be like, "What the hell is Big Mom doing here? I'm gonna have to go sort this out."
Yeah.
So I'm sure Kaido's coming in to the prison.
I mean yeah.
Another
Prison has there's so many wild cards there. Like you don't know if Big Mom rage.
The
Like,
other
is she gonna
daimos,
Yeah.
the other Yakuza
There,
bosses.
yeah, like it's like the prison. I think the only thing we can say for sure in the prison is that Luffy's gonna escape because
Well-
it would just make no sense for him to stay in there for another.
We all know. Basically, we
Actor.
all know that the prison has to be all the prisons have to be destroyed for all the people to escape. And what's a good way to
But
do
is
that?
it a guarantee though?
It's not, but we're
think?
told that it's going to happen. And a good way to do that is to have two emperors fight and destroy the whole place.
Yes.
Right? So Big Mom Kaido fight in the prison, destroying the entire prison, and everyone escapes.
I really do think
That would
the backdrop for Wano for like 3 days will be Kaido and Big Mom fighting each other.
we need some hype.
I mean,
right? We need
that
some
would
hype.
that would suggest though that Big Mom gets some memories back because I think the way she's right now, she definitely.
I
Fight Kaido.
don't know if she's weaker.
I think she'll get her memories back.
She's not weaker, but she's definitely gentler.
Sure, but she'll get her memories back during the
We
fight.
see how
I assume.
brutal it is when she's gentle, though. Anyway, in the flashback, I don't know if that's gonna be like a problem.
I don't know
And
if that's gonna be a
Kaido
problem.
probably should attack her.
And she's probably going to be in a rampage state. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Right? So, I assume Big Mom gets her memories back here to stop the fight against Kaido. And be like, what are we doing?
And then they shake hands, and then we can get the Rocks flashback.
Sure. All
It'd be fun.
Tons of different plot
It'd be
points
funny
can be
if
explored.
like Luffy and Law are just talking, and in the background you see like explosions
Like,
going
just
off.
kaiju fight.
Yeah, Big Mom and Kaido in the back,
Just blowing up.
just blowing up stuff, and like
Yeah.
earthquakes are happening and shit.
Be crazy, alright?
Be fun.
Be crazy.
Anyway, I also will give this chapter an 8 out of 10.
See, we like the chapter, alright? I just
Christian's gotta relax.
Alright. It's
Ohara, what would you say out of 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the boring guy and give it a 10 out of 10 because
Oh, 10 out of 10.
I definitely love that chapter. It was like for me personally, it was one of the best I've read in a while.
Okay. Alright.
But it's personal taste,
Sure. 100%. Alright.
It's a good, very good.
as always,
As always. As always it is.
as
Alright.
always, as with everything.
Let's move on.
I think we covered our predictions on what's gonna happen
Yeah,
next.
basically anything can happen at this point. What
Yeah,
is it? It's
I mean,
chaos.
we should like. I mean, there's 2 prison breaks, and I think like the one where Yasu was executed is a little bit more predictable, maybe, than the
Sure.
one in because that's a little smaller. I mean, we don't know what Zoro's gonna do. We don't know what Law gonna.
I think we'll get the first Zoro versus Orochi scene soon.
No, I wrote...
Because
You think
Orochi's
Orochi's gonna fight someone?
Orochi's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, keep those prisoners in the camp. Alright? Zoro doesn't
Yeah,
care.
but
He'll
Law's
come
just
in.
gonna come in there and teleport him out.
All of them.
It's Law,
Can
right?
Law
He's broke.
teleport?
Law's broken
Can Law
as shit.
teleport like
He
5,000 people
he
at
can
once?
manipulate people's souls and transfer bodies, alright? He can do whatever the fuck he
He
wants. Alright?
He could also just teleport the
We'll
walls
see.
away, right?
We'll see
Or
it
the ceiling.
clash.
Or the ground. He'll teleport the ground out.
Listen, I'm still holding out
Yeah.
hope for Orochi. Was it Daimo?
Yeah, okay.
Or was he?
We don't know what the fuck
We don't
he
know
is.
what his status was.
I think we don't know.
He
yeah.
has a good devil fruit. Like, what?
Orochi
Yeah.
spared him, alright? Just get over it.
He has a sword.
Sure. But we all know
Does
Maybe,
Kirishiro.
maybe Zoro tries to attack Orochi and
Kirishiro
Kirishiro
blocks
blocks it.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And then we have a little skirmish there.
But I think we're gonna get a little bit of Drake, a little bit of Hawkins action, because they're there, alright?
Hawkins Zoro v2.
Hawkins versus Law. Can we finally get that fight?
Listen, Zoro's in a scene of chaos, and we know Zoro is a wild cannon. Okay?
Sure. He's upset.
And he's definitely pissed right now.
And he's
so.
upset.
And he's
definitely
upset.
So what will Zoro
But
do?
maybe the calm, soothing voice of a woman can control the
No,
beast,
you can't
Christian.
control the beast. You can't control the beast that is Zoro,
makes
right?
sense.
It's not Sanji, right?
But he has only 2 swords right now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, sure, but you know, when does that ever stop Zoro? No. You know,
So we got the nerf again, yeah.
all right. So there you go. That's the chapter. Best chapter in a while. I'll give it that.
Okay.
Right. Actually, get some characterization. Some good.
Fair enough.
Some good stuff there. Some good stuff. All right. Moving on to the segment of How Strong is Shanks. Okay. All right. How strong is Shanks? All right. Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks, and every week we answer Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is a good king. Alright? But there are people out there, alright, who don't believe this. And they think that Drag is the strongest. Alright? They think Sweaty's man on the planet Alkainu is the strongest.
No.
Alright? They think Kado's the strongest.
Ridiculous.
And they think Aimu's the strongest. Alright? But he's not. Alright? Because Shanks is the strongest. And every week, we come with 100% genuine, factual information
100%.
from the Holy Book of Shanks. Right?
Christian didn't forget.
I didn't forget about the Holy Book of Shanks, alright? The law of this segment will remain intact.
Yes.
Alright? And this week's information is Shanks is so strong, he's the only one who could have saved Wano from Kaido's raid 20 years ago. But as a master of time, he knows Luffy will be the one to save Wano, and that it is his path to become the Pirate King, so he did not intervene.
Okay.
Alright? Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the Goat King. Alright?
Nice.
End of the segment. Moving on, topic of the show. Straw Hats don't seem relevant in Wano. There we go. Alright.
Christian,
Ooh.
you're coming up with all these spicy hot takes.
Spicy hot takes for the
You
people.
don't like the chapter, but then you give it an 8 out of 10. What's going on with you?
Alright, I had to get up. I had
The
to get up-
fan base demands consistency, as always.
I had to get up early in the morning.
Yeah.
I got a little crabby, alright?
Yeah.
Alright? Let's just say that. Also, last week, we said a few things about Yasu, alright? We
Well,
didn't
the
like
week
it.
before, yeah.
Or whatever the chapter came out.
Yep.
We didn't like it. And the kind of the same problems persist here, and I had to bring it up. But I did enjoy the chapter. Alright?
And you like Wano.
I don't like Wano. I want to love Wano, but I like Wano.
Okay.
Alright? I want to love it. Alright, topic of the show. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out. I'm not saying that the Straw Hats not being relevant in Wano is a bad thing.
Now, you might want to talk into your mic, Christian, when you say these things.
Alright. Let me just dish out the points. Alright?
Dish them out.
Most of the Straw Hats just look like they're sitting around waiting for things to happen. They're sitting on their ass doing nothing, alright? Robin got her intel in Act 1, alright? And now she's just doing nothing. Going to the bathhouse, not looking for Otoko, doing nothing, alright?
Okay.
Then we get Brooke. He's just scaring people and it's having no real impact on the plot, and we don't see it. It's stirring up hysteria in the people. Alright.
Okay.
Frankie, literally doing nothing, supposed to be looking for the blueprints, but Kinemon took over that responsibility, and now Frankie's just kind of doing nothing. Alright? Sanji, also doing nothing. Supposed to be gathering samurai, but doing nothing.
Okay.
Right? For a couple days. Alright? Nami, supposed to check out the weapons deal, but he's not doing that. Alright? Just sitting there waiting for Yasu to be executed.
Yep.
Chopper, on the quest to save Luffy. Chopper's actually doing something. I like it.
Okay.
Alright? Chopper on a quest. Getting things done, alright? Zoro, not really doing anything, just hanging around. Looking for his sword. Getting involved in Hirori. Might do something next week. Might be involved in the plot next week.
Okay.
We'll see. Alright? Usopp, doing nothing. Alright? His handing out of pamphlets resulted in nothing,
And,
apparently.
and he has a toad.
He also has the toad oil. Alright, don't forget about the toad oil.
Okay, that'll
The,
come.
the mystical sensu
Never
being,
forget the toad.
the mystical sensu beings of the arc. Don't forget about that. Alright,
Okay.
toad oil gonna come into play. Alright, alright. Luffy training to defeat Kaido. Luffy actually doing something. I like to see it. Alright,
Yep.
actually doing something to defeat Kaido. Alright. The only two people that are actually active in the plot are Luffy and Chopper.
Okay.
And I think that's a problem. Because we're not really getting to experience the story through the Straw Hat's eyes. Which is kind of why we read One Piece, right?
Okay.
Action, right? I'm not necessarily saying this is a bad thing, right? Because we need to be introduced to Wano.
We need the
there are
context around
characters, the
Wano.
context around Wano. But as I said earlier,
We need to
in
see the
every other
characters.
every other arc, we get the context through characters that are in the arc, and it gets passed through the Straw Hats. Look at Vivi and Alabasta. Vivi tells us all the problems. Luffy hears all the problems.
What does Vivi do, Christian?
Luffy tells Vivi, no, we have to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to get your thing done, but we're going to do it my way.
Yeah.
Right? Luffy evolves into Pawn and Alabaster, helping Vivi get her things done in his own way. Here in Wano, not really, you know. He's just like getting trained.
I brought this up,
like
I brought this up to you before. The only reason why keeping him on the plane is working is because the Straw Hats are there. Because they brought them there.
I would argue that's the only reason. Like, if you remove half the Straw Hats from Wano, does it change anything?
Okay.
Right now.
Not yet.
Right now.
Not yet.
Right now in the plot. Right now.
But then I think you should consider that like the post-time skip arcs are a lot different from the pre-time skip. It's moved from a much more individual and focused on individuals. It's moved to like something more political.
I agree with that.
I think
but if we look at all the post-time skip arcs, Fishman Island, Hody directly calls Luffy out to fight him, and he's directly impactful in the plot. He steals Shirahoshi. The Straw Hats are directly related to the capturing of the Royal Palace, because, you know, they get captured, whatever. You look at Punk Hazard, they have a plan to capture Caesar. The whole point of the arc is to defeat Caesar. The Straw Hats are involved in that plot, and they get things done. You look at Dressrosa,
Right.
same thing, right? They're doing things in the arc to do things. Right?
Yeah, and I definitely agree with you. I think that some of the Straw Hats definitely didn't have that much of an impact. I think Nami, Robin definitely have been active, like at the banquet.
Sure.
So Robin's been gathering intel and so on and so forth. Then definitely Brooke and Usopp haven't been very active, and Frankie also not really. But so I definitely agree with you. I know you haven't put a rating on it yet, but like I personally think it definitely is a new kind to set up an arc.
Yeah.
I personally think it's a good thing though. It's just we're not used to it, I would say.
Sure. Yeah. So basically, this makes the
Sorry, I
arc.
didn't want to throw you off there.
No, it's fine. This is the discussion, alright? I'm not necessarily saying this is good or bad.
Yeah.
I'm just putting the points out there, alright?
Yeah.
So this makes the arc feel weird, as in most arcs of Straw Hats are making things happen in the arc, and they're central to the part of the plot. They're central to the plot. Here in Wano, not really. Like, Yasu didn't do what he did for the sake of the Straw Hats. He did it for the Kazuki clan. So, like, Yasu meaning Zoro doesn't really impact Yasu's decision to do this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Yasu did it for the Kazuki clan. He didn't do it for the Straw Hats. Like, the Straw Hats aren't really relevant in Yasu's decision making, right?
Okay.
That kind of thing. So, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just different and it's weird. And I think it's contributing to people feeling like Wano is not that good, because they don't get to see their favorite characters interact in the story. All right, that's what I think.
Yeah.
It is. So, I guess I'll throw it to the floor. What do you think about this? What do you think about this?
I think it's probably a nice thing for people who enjoy who enjoy the world building, who enjoy like the more political side, and it's probably like a drawback for people who want who are there for their favorite characters, who want to see them in action, want to see shit happening.
Yeah. So, you can make the argument that, you know, people have read this story for like 900 chapters. They expect a certain thing when an arc starts, where, you know, they want to see their favorite characters. They've been following them for ages, you know, and then Oda changes the style a little bit, and people don't like that necessarily. I get where those people are coming from, but I think, as we know, Wano is going to be a massive arc, 200 chapters. We all know what's going to happen. Right? We all know
It's not going to be 200 chapters. That's a ridiculous amount of chapters.
May I remind you, we need the Odin.
There's a lot of stuff that's gonna
We
happen
need
there.
the Odin flashback. We need the Rocks Pirates flashback. We need the Ryuma flashback. And we need the Ancient History flashback.
And we also don't know who else is gonna arrive in Wano,
The Marines
over the
could be
course of the
involved.
story. Yeah, Blackbeard might be
could
there.
turn up. Shanks could turn up. 200 chapters, alright? Get ready for it. We're going to be here for ages.
We're going to be here for 10 years.
Exactly.
Like, easily.
Oh, what? We get 40.
I mean,
we get 40 chapters a
think
year or so.
That's 5 years.
yeah,
5 years.
yeah. I think we can agree that it's at least gonna be Dressrosa. Like, if it's not Dressrosa size, then I would be a little bit confused.
I think 100. I think ending on 1,000 is appropriate.
There's no chance. There is no chance we're ending on chapter 1,000.
I think the 1,000's gonna be like the climax.
I think
like
things
the
could
middle.
wrap up pretty quickly.
Here's the thing.
It's not that.
No,
it's not
I think
that
they can.
complicated.
They
Here's-
definitely can, but that Oda's not very famous for wrapping up things very
Here's the
quickly.
thing.
See,
This is why this is this is why this is different to Marineford, because there was no actual fights in Marineford, and Whitebeard was on death's door, so he could be killed easily. Kaido, it's going to be a 2-week fight apparently, Alright.
It's not going to be a 2-week fight.
because guess what? Apparently,
Yeah.
right? Admirals fight for 10 days. All right, Admirals fight for 10 days, and they're equally strong. Kaido, mythical Zoan, should have the highest stamina in the verse. We know his durability is off the chain.
Yeah.
We all know these things. It has to be a 2-week fight. It has to be an insanely long fight. Katakuri, 11 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah.
Kaido, not going to be 1 hour. All right? We all know this. We all know it. Get ready for it. All right? Everyone's going to finish their fights, and the Kaido fight's still going to be going on.
100%.
All right? So, the Kaido fight's going to be... Look, if the Katakuri fight's 15 chapters, the Kaido fight, at least 20 chapters.
I definitely think that especially like the first act has been unproportionately small compared to the
100%.
ones that are still coming. Because I don't know about you, but I still like it. For me, it still feels like introduction. It still feels like warm up. Like
Basically.
I
Like
think, and I mean, how many chapters are we in now? Like 40,
35 or something?
30 something. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're easily going over the 1,000 with this.
I think we're about 5 to 10 chapters away from finishing Act 2, because it feels like we're building to some sort of climax.
I mean, it depends a little bit on the prison break, because I mean, you could wrap that up in like a few chapters, or you could make that a long, depending on if Big Mom's gonna fight someone or not, or like whatever's gonna happen.
Sure. So the act structure. We know the war act is gonna be the longest act, and that's at least, I don't know, 60 chapters of war. Of fights,
60.
because we need Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy's fight, and those take time. Those are at least 5-chapter fights, as we've seen in other arcs.
Not necessarily.
Alabasta, Zoro's fight is 3 chapters. Sanji's fight's also 3 chapters.
But who says there's a guaranteed to happen, Christian?
We know they're gonna happen, all right? This is the only chance Oda's gonna get to do this again
At least we're hoping to, yeah.
before the end game. And if we don't get the fights, we're gonna riot, alright? Alright, give us the fights. We want to know how strong these people are. Can you please tell us? Alright? That's
So,
basically.
Christian, do you want to see more Straw Hat involvement or not?
I want to see the Straw Hats get involved in the plot. I want to see... Because, like, take Frankie's plot, for example. There is no reason to have Frankie not look for these blueprints. You know what I mean? Like, why take that plot point away from Frankie? So he's doing nothing.
Is he making the weapons that he said he was going to
He
be?
said he's gonna make weapons. Let's get started on that plot.
Have him working on him in the
A
background. at
page
least.
here or there, just like, oh, I'm working on this thing to get Kaido to defeat Kaido.
I
Whatever.
think you shouldn't forget. I think the reason that like the Straw Hats stopped their operations for the moment, at least, is that
traitor.
basically their plan was sniffed out, and like Kaido kind of knew they were there.
Yeah.
So I think they're just like playing careful right now, right?
Sure, but I still think they can get things done within the plot. Like,
Yeah, I think they could. I just think that that Oda tries to introduce us more into
sure.
the political workings of Wano without involving the Straw Hats too much yet, just so we get a feeling for how things are, you know?
Yeah, I think Wano is gonna end up the most political arc in One Piece.
Oh, hopefully.
Because right now it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's like we never get really this much politics on the past,
Yeah.
on the present, on the borders, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's like a general thing. I mean, I know people who don't like the post time skip arcs and so on and so forth, or like how the story has developed over time in general, which is legitimate, obviously. But I personally like that it's like grown a little bit more mature with time. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I don't like I think people are overreacting on like the post time skip arcs.
Yeah.
Basically, what it boils down to is no one's getting fights, except for Luffy. Like that's what it basically boils down to.
Right.
It's like,
But
we want to see Zoro, we want to see
Yeah.
Sanji. When are we gonna get?
But it's
those?
predictable if you introduce like a crazy amount of characters. Like the One Piece cast is just
Yeah.
immensely great, and you have so many things going on with so many people in so many places.
Yeah.
So it's super difficult. Yeah, I hope I'm kind of sure that we will get like the payoff for this in Wano. That we'll get like some nice fights for Zoro, for Sanji, hopefully also for the others. But yeah, like you obviously have to make a decision. Like, do you want to have a lot of fighting or a lot of world building? Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll get both in Wano, which is why it's going to be 200 chapters.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah.
Eric's not convinced, but we'll convince him over time.
All right.
All right.
Slowly but steady.
So that's that topic of the show. Just as a discussion on kind of the way Oda's writing Wano so far. It might be contributing to people not liking Wano. I haven't really heard anyone really talk about this topic, so I just wanted to bring it up. You know,
Okay.
we'll talk about it. Talk about anything. All right. Next segment, the power scale.
Let me pull it up. All right, this thing is huge.
Characters. We're filling in. What have we been doing lately?
We did
filling
Fishman
in-
Island last week.
Filling in some Fishman Island characters. You know, Dozeman or whatever his name is.
Should we explain this for the guest, Christian?
Alright. Basically, the way it works is it's a tier system. For example, you see Low. Characters in Low. Mr. One, not necessarily the strongest character in Low. It's just the order in which we place them in, like in time. It's not a strength thing. So if they're in this tier, they're around the same level. It's not like the order of the characters within the tier is not relevant. So yeah, that's basically how it works. So, you know, for example, we're not saying Big Mom's stronger than Kaido. That's not what we're saying.
Okay.
So yeah, all right.
But we are saying Shanks is the best.
But we're saying Shanks is the best because he's got his own tier,
Yeah.
Obviously.
obviously. All right, so
Right.
let me think about some characters that we haven't brought up. All right, because we brought up Pal, all right, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We thought we had him on the list, but we didn't. So we got a whole bunch of random characters throughout different arcs.
Yeah.
Do you just want to... We could be boring and fill in the Fishman Island cast. Like Zio
Yeah.
and... we did Icarus last week. The characters' names are so forgettable in Fishman Island.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Do you want to do some Alabasta characters? Do you want to talk about some Wano characters?
Oh yeah. I mean, Wano is probably still a little bit difficult, but we can try.
We could try that, but I'm not necessarily sure we have enough information to
Right.
scale
Did you
them.
do Whole Cake Island already?
We can fill in some whole Cake Island characters. Have we done Opera? Have we done... We've done Montour, Galette, what's her name? The long neck lady, Amande.
Monday.
Commanders probably, right? I guess.
We've done mostly Commanders, right? We've done some. Let's go on Monday, because we can actually talk about it on Monday.
Okay.
Because she actually does something in the war.
Christian's choosing a Monday. All right.
On Monday.
Okay.
Charlotte, family
So
member, Minister of Nut Island.
Okay.
Right? Swordsman. She's decently strong. She's got this weird slow sword style, which is like weird, but
Yep.
she's a capable fighter. Now, if we look at characters like where do we place people like Oven? Yeah, Oven High-Low, fair enough. Now, the question is Haki. Does this lady have Haki?
Yeah, I would think so.
You would think so because the Opera brothers have Haki.
Yeah, and she was also one of the more prominent.
Yeah, she's also one of the more prominent
Fighters as
fighters.
well.
I'm not gonna put
Yeah.
her on the Oven Daifuku Perispero level.
No,
wouldn't
probably
say
not.
that.
But she's still a minister, right?
Sure.
She did murder an entire island to get eggs.
Yeah, but so did Randolph and Train Man. What's
Yeah.
his name? Diesel.
Yeah.
So that's not really a feat.
Right.
I would say that it would be a good fight between Amande and maybe Ichiji or Reiju.
Right.
That would be a decent fight.
And
around.
Doesn't she actually have a sword with a name? Or am
Yeah,
I?
it's
I think that's her, right?
It's called like fish something. Can't remember what it's
Yeah,
called.
something like that. But it's
Yeah.
like she definitely like I know they named the sword, so she's probably like a
Shitaru.
at least like yeah, she's at least not a bad swordsman, I guess.
She's not. I'm gonna say we're gonna have to go high mid, and that's people like Cavendish,
Yeah.
Don Jin Jiao, Frankie in the Frankie Robin, that kind of level. She's not on the level of Oven because Oven is kind of one of the MVPs of Whole Cake Island.
Yeah, I
He
think
does-
Oven is probably like pretty close to like not I mean relatively in hierarchy like closer to the commanders
Yeah,
than some others. Yeah.
yeah,
Oven also has stupid heat abilities. That
yeah. His heat abilities are
overpowered.
crazy.
Monday's also 47, so you could
Say she's-
Yeah, she probably had her fair share of fights as well.
I'm gonna say high mid. We're gonna go for a Monday.
Yeah, sounds fair enough.
A Monday, high mid.
High mid. Alright. Ohara, would you like to bring someone to the table?
It's gonna be hard. A lot of characters on this list. We could go through the whole Cake Island Rolodex, I guess.
Right.
We could go a meme. We could go a meme pick like Pound.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we can go with Pound. I mean,
Pound. Okay.
he doesn't look. He's
check-
probably not the born fighter, is he?
Check him on the list. I don't think we have Pound. On
We
the
do
list.
not have Pound.
Uh,
Now the question is gonna be trash or low. That's the question for Pound. Because he gets defeated by everyone he fights, and he barely,
Right.
and he did basically no damage to Oven. He like distracted him with his. Club
It's
hit.
a little hard to say though, because like when I look at who else low, I mean, Oven is definitely like one of like in the big picture of the entire One Piece world, he's like a crazily strong character, right? So it's a little bit hard to say how much damage he would do against someone like from the East Blue or something like that.
Here's the
I would
thing.
just say, yeah.
Here's the thing. Arlong is throwing buildings in his arc. So is Pound on that level of strength? I'm
I
gonna
think
say
he
no.
could.
I'm gonna say
Just
no.
size-wise. You
He's
think
a big,
no?
He's a big boy, but
He couldn't pull himself out of the ground.
he could pull himself out of the ground. He's completely helpless. That might be his character. He gets dominated by Oven. Oven's not even trying at all. All right, but he does tank hits.
Yeah.
He does tank
It's a
Oven
little.
hits.
It's
So-
a little bit, yeah. That's an argument, and it's also like since Oven is like a real high bar, it's really hard to power scale him compared to like mid tier or low tier characters.
we've got we can talk about like Fukaboshi in Fishman Island.
Right.
He kind of sucks, but he's got Fishman karate. He's got
Yeah.
weapon skills. Pound
Yeah.
Pound has no combat skills. So in a fight, is he really
Yeah.
gonna be able to hold his own and hit people, like in a strategic way? So we've also got Flampe in trash because she gets knocked out by Conqueror's Haki, right?
Right.
So
I mean, if you go by offensive, is probably
He has
trash,
will,
and
alright?
if you go by defensive, he's probably not trash. I would say just by being able to take the blows, that will probably like knock like an Arlong or a Buggy straight
Sure.
into the ground.
he's got good defenses at least, and that is why I think we can not put him in trash.
Yeah, low
Because-
sounds reasonable.
I think he beats Yazuku and Johnny with a club, just because of the amount of hits he can take from Oven.
Spandam?
He beats Spandam,
Jesus.
alright?
Yeah, I think so,
Spandam
too.
brings out his sword. Maybe he hits him, but he's not gonna get knocked
He
out
also
for
has
that.
just like a size advantage, right?
Yeah. He beats Gaimon, he beats Charlos, he beats the Biambram brothers, he beats Blue Jam.
Yeah.
Blue Jam sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Alright? So we're gonna have to go low for Pound.
Low, alright.
I think Pound deserves the low treatment.
Let's do that.
Alright? Do you think he can beat Jola from Doflamingo's crew?
No.
Because Momonosuke
Probably
beats
not.
Jola. Alright? Don't forget about that. Momonosuke knocks out
he
Jola.
did, right?
She's got weird art powers, though.
That's true, but maybe he could get the job done. Pound, low. Do you want to do one, Eric, or do you want to move on? What do you want
Of
to do?
course I want to do. What
Okay.
what kind of stupid questions that?
All right, whole cake on characters.
Do we have Brule?
I'm pretty sure we should have Brule. No. Brule.
No Brule.
Nope, no Brule.
I think she's weaker than Nami. So Nami's in the low mid. I think she's weaker than Nami. I'll say that.
She does have
Mirror powers.
mirror powers.
Sure.
Can she mirror Kaido and have a mirror match?
But he'll just punch his own fists. It's not like he's punching himself in the face.
Sure. Does that damage Kaido?
No. Alright? Brule, not... She's a smart fighter. But when she gets close, Nami...
She
pretty much
transforms
defeated her.
into Luffy
Right.
and they fight each other.
Is that how that worked? Or was that an
Yes.
animal?
No, it was Brule.
Brule herself transformed into...
Because then
but
then they split and then she transfers back into Brule to trick the Straw Hats.
Right.
But they split and they split apart as mirror-like fashion.
Yeah.
She can't control...
No,
her-
she
her
basically
movements.
it's basically an infinite draw.
Yeah. But she can't control
so-
the movements of when she's in a mirror form. So,
Right.
does that really help you in a fight situation? Because you're just mirror matching someone at that point. Like, it's a
mean-
stalemate. It's a stalemate. But
It's a real style. I mean, it basically gives you the opportunity to like be on tie with anyone to a certain extent.
sure, I think she's decent, but could she defeat a pacifista? That's the question. That's the question we have to ask.
Also,
She could probably just make it vanish.
when she's in a mirror form, right?
Yeah.
Does she get damaged?
She takes on the qualities of the mirror. That's what we have to assume.
So if the opponent gets damaged, she gets damaged.
Sure. We have to assume
Probably, yeah.
she takes the exact qualities of the mirror. She gets the strength, the speed, the whatever. Everything. Right?
Just copy someone else.
Yes. In a mirror way. It's a mirror match,
Yeah.
right? So if she damages the mirror form, she also gets damaged. Right? You have to assume that. I mean, and then you have to ask the questions like Haki, because can she mirror
Yeah.
Haki? And is that even possible? All that kind of stuff. She can mirror other devil fruits that we've seen it with Luffy, right?
Yeah.
But can she mirror Haki? Can she mirror
She
ultimate
can-
hardening?
I don't know if she can mirror Haki.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that Luffy probably used Haki to a certain extent.
Well, he never used hardening, which is kind of hard to say.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of hard
Right.
to say if he actually used it, you know.
Yeah. I think she also uses her fingernails, right, to fight though if you want to.
She
She
slashes.
can slice people up and
She's
stuff.
got a knife, doesn't she?
Yeah, she can slice them.
She's got a knife and claws.
Yeah. I mean, she's a very tactical fighter, I guess.
And then
right?
gets captured the entire majority of
Whole Cake
Wake
Island.
Island.
Now, the question
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
can she defeat a member of CP9? Jabra?
I don't think.
I don't
probably
think so.
Not.
I don't think so. So we're
I
gonna
mean, she can defeat them maybe fighting, like not strength wise,
But, like,
fighting
strategy.
smart, probably.
using the
Strategy
homies
wise,
and shit.
probably.
But we can't really count the homies as her ability because it's not. It's Big Mom's
No.
ability. So
But she can definitely like trapping people in the mirror world, you know.
sure. She can do tactical stuff, but is that really going to
Yeah.
work against CP?
It depends.
Line
Yeah, I
members?
mean, making people making them vanish, maybe it works. Not defeating them, but like, you know, getting them out of the way.
I think Leo defeats her. I think Leo, people like Leo. I think she gets defeated by Bon Clay. Right.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm gonna say low tier for Brule.
Okay. Good ability.
Good ability. She's got some tactics.
Yeah, amazing ability.
She's got tactics, but
Yeah.
overall, she's not that strong, right?
combat-
Overall.
Would, by the way, also be the perfect ability to infiltrate Wano
Exactly.
for that.
And she's not there, conveniently.
She's not.
Well,
Obviously, she's not
we
there.
don't know how the mirror world works specifically. Does it move with Brule's location?
Does she have to set it up?
I would
You have
say
to set it
so.
up. I mean, it brings a whole bunch of
Right.
questions.
She has multi-island range
Yeah.
on her abilities. She's got like a 400-kilometer radius on her ability.
Who repairs the
That's
mirror
how I
world?
understood it, at least.
Yeah.
Who
Because
fixes
she
the mirror
definitely
world?
didn't set up the mirror on the Straw Hat ship,
ship.
for example.
Yeah.
Questions. Also, does she have to set up a mirror a mirror portal, or do they automatically spawn because there's mirrors in the real world, and therefore they're in the fake world or the mirror world.
The Straw Hat ship went into a radius, therefore the mirrors appear in the mirror world.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the mirror world just probably like molds
Yeah.
whenever she moves anywhere.
And
Like molds around.
does it
with her
automatically
center.
repair itself, or does someone have to repair it?
It's a devil fruit ability, so I assume it heals over time.
Also, what's it made out of?
Mystical stone.
Is there a
right?
bottom and
Mochi,
is there
no.
is there a bottom and is there a top to this mirror world?
It's a mystical fifth dimensional location, alright?
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's outside of time and space.
I mean, the mirrors are definitely bound to the state of the real mirrors, but
Yeah.
the world itself probably just heals over time. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so
Question for you, Christian.
What?
Kat, what if,
yeah,
right?
what?
What if Bruno opened the door on the mirror with Brule?
Don't start
Well-
me with fifth dimensional
What would happen?
pocket dimensions,
Okay.
alright? Don't know. The mirror world inside the door dimension.
Yeah.
That's crazy, alright? Alright, so that's the power scale. Let's move on
To the question
to
corner.
the question corner.
Lots of questions this week from
Lots
the
of-
people.
We got essays, we got
If you want to ask a question, you can do it on YouTube, the community section, Patreon,
you could ask questions anywhere.
Discord,
We'll,
Twitter.
we'll answer your questions.
We'll answer them.
Alright. First question comes in from Frazel Afridi. Question. Alright, his question. Why hasn't Kaido's crew told the Shogun about the Straw Hats and that Momonosuke is alive and well? He clearly doesn't know much, which makes no sense. Orochi has valid concerns, but people call him a coward because of all of it, and all that because he thinks Momonosuke is still alive, and that, you know, the ghosts and shit. But they're not, and Kaido knows this. What the fuck? Yasu's death is stupid because the enemy knows Momonosuke is alive, period. The enemy I'm talking about is the Beast Pirates crew. Jack knew Raizo was there. Dofi knew about Momonosuke. And why doesn't the Shogun know? You know, Yasu's death is meaningless if Oda does not explain why they haven't told Orochi about Momonosuke. Drake and Hawkins are complicit in Yasu's death. The major good guys at some, if they turn, they're complicit in Yasu's death.
Okay.
That's what he say. Alright, first question. Does Orochi not knowing about Momonosuke make sense?
Does Kaido know about Momonosuke?
Well,
I don't
They
think he does.
should.
He knows about Raizo, and Orochi knows about the other guys because they were
yes,
caught.
he
They were seen.
does. Kaido knows about Momonosuke
course.
because Kaido's hunting Momonosuke.
Yes, and
In
Dofumiko.
Punk Hazard,
Of
in
course.
Dressrosa.
How could I forget?
They know.
How could I forget?
Kaido 100% knows about Momonosuke.
Yes.
And he's hunting him because he's the
Right.
heir of the Kazuki. Now,
Right.
Orochi could know this, but to the people, it's still a ghost story because there's no concrete evidence, alright? Alright? They still think, like, Orochi could know that Kaido knows all this stuff and that he's alive. But the people of Wano can still say, no, it's a ghost story, you're being stupid. They can still say both things. Both things could be true, and both things can still make sense. I don't necessarily think they're
Kinemon,
exclusive.
Kondo,
Yeah,
and Raizo
also-
were seen going outside of Wano
Exactly.
by the Beast
Right.
Pirates.
But the Beast Pirates, I don't know why they would keep Orochi in the dark.
And I mean that like Kaido definitely seems to have decided not to tell anything at all, because otherwise Orochi would know that they're not dead.
I feel like maybe Kaido's keeping Orochi out of the dark because he knows how paranoid Orochi is.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Or
he
probably
just,
or
he think he doesn't respect Orochi. He's only using Wano to make weapons. He doesn't give a fuck about
Yeah.
Orochi and the puppet
yeah, it's just his
people.
puppet.
Yeah.
Just his puppet guy.
And then Kaido, I mean, like like Wano doesn't know about anything about the outside world anyway. So that's probably
Also, we saw when Kaido arrived and destroyed Oden's castle that he said, if this is alleviating Orochi's fears, I'll destroy it anyway.
Yeah.
So he clearly understands that Orochi's very paranoid.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would tell him
Yeah,
that
I
Momonosuke
think
is
so too.
alive, because that would just increase his paranoia, make him more annoying to deal with, annoy Kaido. He doesn't want that, all right? He doesn't want to be annoyed by Orochi, all right? So I think we can figure that out.
Once
but
we
I
see
think
Kaido and
Oda's
Orochi's
there.
relationship fleshed out, it'll
We'll
make more
understand
sense.
it better. I think,
I still
Yeah.
think they're good friends because they drink with each other and stuff.
but only once a year, right? At the Fire Festival.
I don't know.
Yeah, they could hang out all the time.
Apparently, it's a massive
Yeah.
banquet where they get drunk together.
Okay.
So
We'll find out. We'll find out. Not that they don't have to be mutually exclusive. One thing doesn't have to be true, and one thing doesn't have to be false.
Yeah.
Right? They could both be true at this point in the story. All right. Basically, here's a final comment about Drake and Hawkins. The complicity in Yasu's death. You know, if they join our side. You know, what do you think about that? Like, if Drake and Hawkins join our side, are they responsible for Yasu's death? Nah. I'm not really convinced by that argument.
Yeah, I think especially Hawk. Like, I don't know about Drake, but I feel like especially Hawkins. Like, they're trying to tap as careful. Like, he's trying to tap as carefully through the whole thing as possible.
Yeah.
well, if you
Like,
think
also the way he.
if you think about
Yeah.
it, then,
Also, like when he encountered like Luffy and shit, like he was really like considerate. Like, should he tell anyone? Better handle it on my own.
Yeah.
Like,
they're also kind of
he's
complicit
careful.
in like the massacre of Zoro as well because they're a part of these pirates.
I mean, yeah, but we don't think about that, right?
Right.
They are pirates, and they're not necessarily good guys, all right?
Yeah.
Let's get that
Right.
straight.
And maybe Otis wants to get rid of the supernova, and they're going to be defeated in Wano.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
But I
gonna
mean, we can agree. I think that like Drake, like we don't know about Drake, but at least Hawk definitely isn't. Like, he didn't become part of Kaido's crew because he wanted to. Like,
Yeah.
it was basically join or die.
Also, Kid massacres people on the spot. He's not a good.
Yeah,
he's not a
he
good
does.
guy.
Yeah. So
So and he's going
So
to help
does
us.
Law, by the way.
apparently not.
Yeah, apparently
Apparently, Law doesn't like to kill anyone.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to Wano,
Yeah.
he doesn't like to kill, which is interesting. Right?
Which is interesting. Wasn't there like this the thing with the 100 hearts of
Yeah,
pirates?
but you know, it's Law's
I
ability.
mean, he didn't kill technically, but
Yeah.
it still is kind of
It's,
fucked up.
it's Law's ability. So
And he killed Virgo, didn't he?
I mean, he killed Virgo by a circumstance.
I mean, but he wants to kill people when it revolves around his revenge plot.
And when he wanted to kill Dominico, right? He wanted to kill Dominico.
Yeah, I think we can say that he's ruthless. He's probably not like he doesn't have a bloodlust, but
Yeah.
he's like, if necessary, he'll do it.
All right. Next question from Jordan Lee. What you think will happen next? Will be the next big downfall of the Straw Hats after Wano? I don't know what that means. Such as the Kuma. What incident? The Kuma incident. Will the Straw Hats fail after Wano? That's basically what he's asking.
To set up a time skip.
To set up a time skip to make the thing more dangerous. What do you think? Will the Straw Hats ever fail again? I mean, they could fail in Wano. Some people think that. Some people think they're going to fail in Wano.
I don't think they will fail again majorly.
Yeah.
Like, or at least I don't. Okay, maybe let me rephrase that. I don't think there will be a big time skip time wise.
Yeah.
I think the Straw Hats, like, there's the chance the Straw Hats will fail again majorly, and they will maybe get a power up out of that. Possibly, I'm not a fan of it, but possibly. But I think I'm 100% sure there won't be like another year or 2 year time
We're
skip.
at the situation now that the only people that can obliterate the Straw Hats is an Emperor's crew
Yeah.
and the entire Navy fleet.
Yeah.
So,
basically.
you know,
It's slim pickings, all right?
it's going to have to be major characters that do it. It can't be warlords
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And I think we can also see that, like, since Haki was kind of like the major thing
Yeah.
that the crew was unaware of, and I think like we can see right now as Luffy is like and Haki that, like, since they already got a grasp of what it is, like, they learn new stuff rather fast. I would say,
Yeah.
at least Luffy.
Yeah. All right. So,
And then again, yeah,
next
yeah.
question from Tardet. What happened to the Holy Book of Shanks? Do you still have it? Yes, we do still have it, but no one could lay their eyes on the Holy Book of Shanks because it's too powerful.
No camera can pick up the emitting glow of it.
It's too radiant.
It'll blow all my cameras. It'll blow the entire system.
You can't see the Holy Book of Shanks.
can't see
right?
it.
You can't see it. All right. Next question. From Ivan T. With Yasu coming out, not being the witching hour boy, who do you think it is? I'm assuming it'll be Denjiro, since he hasn't been spoken of yet. Yeah, we basically think about the same thing. It could be Toko, could be Hirori. We still think that. I think it's Denjiro / Tenguyama. That's my prediction.
It doesn't really make sense though, because you might want to feed Otoko if he's a witching hour boy, or Tama
Yeah.
if he's a witching
Sure.
hour boy.
I'm going with Denjiro. I'm also going with Denjiro, but I don't think that Denjiro is Tenguyama.
All right. From Dr. B. You'll have probably already answered this by the time the question segment rolls over, but has this chapter had any effect on your opinion on the latest chapter, such Yasu's character overall? Yes, it's better characterization. I kind of cared about Yasu in this chapter, but did it help overall? Yeah, I guess, but it doesn't alleviate the problems of last week. All right, that's the answer to that question. All right. Next question from Brandon Arnold. Any general head character canons on how / why the Marines come to Wano? Who do you guys expect to see, and what are their interactions going to be with the characters we have in Wano already? Also, now is the... I don't know. I don't know what that final bit says.
Okay.
But, first question, yes, I think the Marines have a very good in on Wano. We didn't talk about it during the chapter segment, but we now have an illness that needs to be cured with the whole smile devil fruit shit. Alright? Vegapunk could come into this arc. We could have a Navy escort. Could get Kizaru. Could get Green Bull in the arc.
Right.
Could get
There's
Sentamaru back. You know,
There's
all
still
that
the
kind of
theory also with Fujitora that he has
Sure.
some connection to Wano.
because he's a samurai.
There is a warship coming.
Yes.
We could have a Trojan horse situation
That's it.
where an entire Marine fleet is hiding in that warship.
Yes.
Yep.
I think they'll be on the side of the Straw Hat
Also,
Alliance.
don't forget CP0 is still in the country. Maybe
That's true.
they could have
CP0
left already.
CP0 around.
Around.
The return of Rob Lucci in this arc. Crazy.
He's still a Marine Marijoa.
Reveries about to end, and we've still got plenty of time.
Okay.
All right. Return of Rob Lucci. I think the Marines definitely get involved in this arc. It's a chance for them to take out an Emperor. Why would they miss that opportunity?
Or prevented a fucking
Massive
Cataclysm.
World War. Sure. I think the Marines will appear in a small way.
And if the Marines appear, the Revolutionary Army must appear.
Exactly. The liquor medal, let's not forget about that plot point.
Yeah.
Yep.
If
Yep.
CP0 are there, then the Revolutionaries have another in there.
Yeah.
So it's all could culminate within Wano.
Yeah.
So
I hope we get another cut back to the Reverie as well after this.
I think we
act,
will.
just so we see what's going on there.
yeah, we need to see what happens with the Fishman people, and we need to see what happens
Yep.
with
The
Alabaster.
Revolutionaries, the admirals, yeah.
Alabaster as well with you know. With,
Because I think if they're coming to Wano, we'll get it. Like we'll get a small teaser at least. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And if they come to Wano, Zaba could tell us what happened at the Reverie in Wano.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
true.
So,
All right. What if Wano? What if Marco? No. What if Zabo steals the king fight from Zoro? What will
Zaba
happen?
fights King.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
and steals the limelight from Zoro. People are gonna be mad, but I'll enjoy it.
Speaking of that, we still need Marco, Nekomamushi, and Jinbei to turn up.
Sure, but Marco's still a question mark.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm not coming. Yeah, sure.
He'll turn up at the last minute and save the day.
Okay.
All right, we all know that.
Okay.
He'll get news of the events of Wano somehow. It'll turn up. All right, from Gucho, do you guys think the other clan leaders are still alive, or joined forces with Orochi? And if so, would they be strong opponents? Is he talking about the daimyos?
Yeah.
No, because I think they're still alive. Some might be still alive, like Yasu is, or was. But Yasu said they all rejected Orochi, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to be opponents necessarily. All right, next question from Jack's Plays. Do you think Kuroshiro could be the witching hour boy, or could it possibly be multiple people working together? I'm more on the side of it's multiple people working together. But I don't know about Kuroshiro.
Kuroshiro is an interesting pick.
I don't know about Kuroshiro. I don't know about that.
I mean, He's one of the most interesting characters in the whole arc anyway. Like it's really hard to tell like what he's really thinking, what's his agenda.
Yeah.
Makes him a great character. Like every time we see him, I feel like I'm more hyped. Makes him more mysterious. Like what's he really doing? What's he up to? I don't think he's ditching our boy. Doesn't seem like something he would do. Because it looks like he would have enough money to buy food for anyone.
He's a boss. He's the boss of the underworld.
He already has all the money.
He already has all the money.
Yeah, he has the money. Like if he wanted to feed people, he could do that.
The first scene we see him in, he's hanging out in the bank.
Yeah.
He owns all the money, all right? He's probably very upset about the Wiki Hour boy.
He has all the money. Yeah, I think so. He's probably being stolen from. Yeah.
Yeah. Which would be interesting that it is Hirori stealing from Kirishiro, but we'll move on from that, all right? From Michael Coolish, who are we more likely to see in Wano, Killer or Apu? Probably Killer. I mean, we know Kid's here. Where's Apu?
So probably both.
Probably both. More likely.
I mean, where is Apu? Like, why is it in the arc?
I'm
yet?
gonna say more likely it's gonna be Killer.
I'm confused as to why Apu's not even seen in the arc yet.
Yeah. I mean, we know that. I mean, with Apu, I think it's actually more likely with Apu. We don't know what he's up to, but we know he joined Kaido. With Killer,
yeah.
we don't know if Kid's crew is actually still alive.
Well, someone saved Kid from the prison. It's probably Killer, and maybe Apu's in on that mission.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll probably see both though. All right. From Fernando, what are your thoughts about the smile affecting people of Ebisu Town? Do you think it's the work of a devil fruit or artificial devil fruits or something else? What is the reason for the Beast Pirates or Orochi to do this? Well, if you have an experiment, you need to test it on people.
Yeah.
And I think that the small devil fruits that were tested on Ebisu are the first iteration of them that result in the smiles and the lack of emotions.
Hence, that's why they call them smiles.
As we see with the pleasures in Kaido's army.
Yeah.
We got multiple tiers of people in the army. We got pleasures. We got gifters. The gifters seem to have a better version of the smile devil fruit compared to the headliners, because the headliners don't seem like they can transform.
Yeah.
Where the gifters definitely can transform. So I think there's a different sort of spectrum of smile devil fruits. The ones
in quality probably.
Yeah, the ones that cause the smile, the ones that just mix your body,
pleasures.
mix your body with animal,
yeah.
and the ones that act like more regular Zoans. I think there's a different tier of fruit.
At different experiment levels.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's my theory on that. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Think that makes sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I think we can say I think most likely we won't see a full developed small devil fruit or artificial devil fruit.
You can,
Like,
you
I
can
don't
imagine
think-
what happened. It's like the people are poor. Orochi's like, here, eat this. He gives them the fruit to see what happens.
Yeah. It was
All that-
a-
all
it was
that
a
Then
trick.
again, why? Then like the thing that's like bugging me with this, and like that's with a lot of about like how those people are related to the smiles, is that the smile devil fruits should, in theory, like their production and experimentation should have nothing to do with Wano. Like
Yeah.
that's all Punk Hazard and Dressrosa was basically about, like the chemical production, the testing there, and then the factory on Dressrosa.
Well,
So that's what makes me a little skeptical.
Caesar never tested the smiles on Punk Hazard. He tested the growth hormones on Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were literally grown on Dressrosa.
I guess they needed
They-
a massive amount of people to eat them, to test them. To see what
I mean,
happens.
Dojo Miko probably didn't want to test it on his people for some reason.
Right.
So he
But then
shipped them
why
off to
keep
Wano.
them in this village next to
Caesar's,
the capital, though?
Caesar's also a piece of shit. He'd probably be like, yeah, they work, test them on people
Yeah.
in Wano.
I imagine that's
Right.
Wano's attempt.
But then why do they keep the people like in this village close to the capital?
They don't
Like that
care.
seems so weird to me.
It's a weird
And also
geographical thing.
what's confusing, like for me, the small devil fruits have no connection to Orochi. Like they're pretty much exclusively for the Beast Pirates, right? So you kind of wonder, they have like a entire prison with people they could test those fruits on. Like why use some residents of Wano.
It might have been some sort of
Well,
happenstance.
they need those prisoners to work.
It could have been some sort of happenstance where, like, the people of Embassy were still hungry, that they stole the smile fruits, not knowing what they were.
Yeah, that's possible. They just found them somewhere.
Yeah, but they blame Kaido and Orochi for bringing them to the country.
They could have thrown out the devil fruits because they didn't work, and then the poor people would have eaten them and mutated them.
Maybe.
That could also be a possibility. So, also they could have, like, originally they were growing them on Wano.
But it wasn't working out.
But it wasn't working out.
Because they needed the tontatas to grow them, perhaps.
They originally could have worked, like, started growing them on Wano, polluting the area. So, like, the people of Embassy would have eaten the fruit.
Right.
And it would have been contaminated. There's a whole different options of how this could have gone
But
down.
the main theme is testing and prototypes. to make
And
them like this.
pollution
Yeah.
and destroying Wano.
Because it makes no sense if they were the full versions, because we don't see other people smile constantly.
Yeah, we
and
don't see.
laugh.
Yeah, we don't see that.
We don't
So-
see like Hold'em do that.
Or like Shanks' head.
Though, yeah, not all the time, but like I thought that they also have like all of the smile fruit users, even though they don't smile all the time, they have like the very quirky character, all of them.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
this very weird comedic aspect.
Sure. I mean that could be
Yeah.
a gag. That
Like
could be
we don't
something,
see
yeah.
Or
what's his name? Old Maid smile and laugh. He
Yeah,
gets
Old
mad, he
Maid-
gets upset.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Right,
different exceptions here and there. Like
Yeah.
Even Scorpion Man's upset at Luffy.
it's weird.
So it has to be something else.
I
than the
think it's
basic
a
Delphi.
prototype sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. All right. Next question. All right. From Almond Fell. What do you think the public's reaction to Yasu's death will be? Hatred for Kaido or nothing will change?
They'll probably riot and then be
There's
suppressed.
probably going to be a riot. They'll probably start to distrust Orochi even more.
If this is the opportunity for Oda to say Orochi's incredibly weak or he's decent.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity.
All right. I guess so. All right. Next question.
Also depends a little bit about what the people think, like if they know how strong Kaido truly is or not.
Yeah. Well, he's worshipped as a god, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Kaido's definitely strong as fuck. All right. Next question. Who looks better in a straw hat, Eric or Christian? Well, we can test that out, can't we?
Eh.
Get the hat. It's right there. What do you can't bother bending over?
Yeah.
All right.
With the headset on.
Is it on? Not gonna work.
This is a visual gag.
It's a visual gag.
Audio
Sure.
listeners won't. You can
Sure,
vote.
me.
Tell us who looks better.
Straw
Feeling
hat.
excluded here.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right. There's that question. Not necessarily a question. More of a
Well, it does have a question mark on it.
sure, I guess. All right. Next question from 10 Chris B. Will Frankie have Sea Stone on his body at the end of Wano? I hope so. I hope that's his power up. Sea Stone fists. Get that Frankie power up.
Sea stone bullets, maybe.
Who knows? Sea Stone weapons. Give Frankie the power up.
Okay.
I want to see it happen. All right. From Red Robin Podcast. Shanks is the only Yonko with no fisherman in his crew. Why is that?
Oh, I can answer that because I just talked about that earlier today.
Okay.
I think it's because Shanks in general, his like crew is very undiverse. Like it's also got something to do with how people are, or like how characters are super like getting taller and taller in the Grand Line.
Sure.
Shanks was introduced in the first chapter when like the story was still centered around just regular sized humans. We didn't know about fishermen, about giants. So
pretty sure
all of his
yeah.
crew were just normal people.
I'm pretty sure the crew members we know about are all from the Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he didn't-
They're all
yeah.
human, regular size.
He's probably got some fishermen
And-
in the background. I don't know.
I think so too, because that's just his core group. But I think like who's that guy, Rockstar? So we know that he has like a
recruits
larger
and
crew at
stuff,
hand.
Yeah.
I think he'll
Yeah,
have
yeah.
someone, but he can't be that strong because, like, you know, they would have mentioned him in Fishman Island and shit if he was legendary.
Right.
Yeah. So, whatever, you know?
Yeah, first chapter.
I just think it's
Yeah.
it's story wise, just because Oda introduced him so early in the story.
First
the entire
chapter
crew.
troubles. That's why.
All right.
Exactly.
From next question. Sight last. What is big news, Morgan? Is he a mink? Devil Fruit user or new type of creature. He is the new bird race.
Bird race.
There you go. I say he's the bird race. What do you think?
Will we see the bird race?
Yeah.
We kind of already see it in Hawkeye Guard a little bit, but is that a
Right.
duck who has a soul? We don't know.
Okay.
I think
It's weird.
I think the bird race will exist.
Is there a
Why not?
news island where all the news crews roost?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Are we gonna see the news island when we come back to big news again?
We got that. We already got that information from Oda, and it's in an SBS.
What?
News Crew Island
Yep.
exists.
Yeah,
So,
it's
Big
real.
news. So after Luffy becomes an emperor, will we see big news at his desk
At the HQ.
at the HQ,
Sure.
writing the paper?
Yeah, I imagine that it's either a news crew who ate a devil fruit, or it's just
The human fruit
or some sort of model,
that's already been used.
some sort of different.
The news
species.
know me.
Sure. Some crazy devil fruit,
Okay.
or he is indeed a new race, which I think he is.
Okay.
All right. Next question. From Jekko D Dragon. I know you have your own interpretation of Odin, but what will Odin's visual quirk in his design and color palette be? It's obviously that massive top knot.
It's his stupid hair.
His stupid hair's gonna be his visual quirk.
Yeah.
It's either
I
a
hope
whale
it's the mustache you
tail.
drew.
Yeah, it's either a whale tail top knot thing,
Yeah.
or it's a long mustache.
People think it's a hat, and to that I say Oda loves his stupid top knots.
That's true. And why would it be some sort of chef hat?
Technically, Kirishiro has a top knot. That's
Right.
the pompadour. All right. It's not his head at the top. It's a top knot coming around the front.
Yeah. So
Look at Kirishiro carefully, and you'll see it.
it's a crazy top knot. That's what I think. Anyway. Alright. From site wherever your thoughts on the Bellyful of Odin prophecy. Now in the official, it's a better poem.
Well, but do you remember what it was?
Those with a closed minded those who have a closed mind will never taste Odin.
Okay.
Alright? I think it's a way better symbolism than you'll deserve a belly full of Odin.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Right? I think the official translation does a better job of this sort of last statement from
So
Yasu.
those who have a closed mind will never taste joy or
will
whatever.
taste, Odin's freedom,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, so read the official translation, please. Please read the official. Alright? That's all I have to say about that. Alright. Next question from Messop. I don't think it's a yes to Solid's questions, but we, Carlton, this is a fucking football question.
Yep.
Did get the old baby shake against the Roos.
Yep.
Speaking of that, did you guys think we responded against Collingwood this week? I know this is the Red Force podcast, but I think the viewers will love a segment called something that's been cut off by bad copy and paste skills.
Okay.
So I think he wants a football segment.
All right. He wrote it before we fought Collingwood. Now, this is AFL. If you want to look that up, you can look that up.
Sure.
Australian rules football.
Yes.
Very specific and glorious game.
All right.
We did respond to Collingwood. We choked in the last 5 minutes.
Sure.
I'm mad, but your boy Cripps still the GOAT.
All right.
All right? And Walsh is his right-hand man.
All right. There you
Next
go.
question.
From Young Obama. What if Yasu comes back to life at the end of the arc like
Jesus.
Connie's dad did in the end of Skypiea? Well, this isn't the pre-time skip anymore, alright?
He's dead.
Pound's dead, Pedro's dead, Virgo's dead, Monet's dead, leave it alone. Alright? Characters die now, alright? Get over it.
The community ruins Pedro's death because they're like, he's not dead. Where's the body? And no one grieves for Pedro, Christian, because they were too busy being snarky.
Exactly. Right? Grief for Pedro's death. Because
Yeah,
the
poor
rip.
Pedro.
Rip the boy.
Rip the boy, alright? From Fazl. Why hasn't... We already had this question. You copied it twice, alright?
Did he write it? What is
I
it?
think you wrote it in two different segments.
Probably.
Alright. Next question. From Aniki Smash. Why wasn't King watching for Luffy? The conversation between Big Mom and Kaido happened before he got there, so why was there no border security to kick the ship down? Why was there no border security when Luffy turned up?
Different route.
So now you're on the different route board.
What do you mean? Of course.
You're
I said
on-
there were different waterfalls from the start.
Check the record, please. Alright?
Legit check the record. I was the only one saying the different waterfalls. I got the graph out. I'm like, the rocks are in a different place. Do you not remember this?
I do remember this.
Okay.
Alright, I do remember this. Yes, different route, different waterfall. Now, why doesn't he do this for all the entries into Wano?
Was he specifically looking out for Big Mom in that route? I don't know.
It's a big question mark. We don't know. I have no real idea why.
They were spotted,
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean, it definitely will have to do something with the layout.
I could
as a
see
general.
Big Mom being like, "Hey, bitch, I'm here,"
Yeah.
letting Kaido know she's turned up.
She did scream that she was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess. But he did set up cannons and shit, so I don't know.
Right.
There you go. There's
Also, the Big Mama Shanta,
massive ship.
stupidly big ship,
Easy to see.
hard to stealth through
Okay, yeah, definitely. Alright.
and get up waterfalls.
Maybe they could have used some Fishman Island coating, some bubble coating,
Yeah.
gone under the water, and then appeared at the waterfall.
Maybe they could have used some Shiryu power, made that ship invisible.
Who knows? Alright? There you go. Alright, so that's
The
the
show.
show this week.
Big show with your boy Ohara.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Was a lot of fun. Thanks
of
for the
fun.
invite.
Fun and games on
Enjoyed
the
it a
show.
lot.
We'll get Morjan at some point again.
Yep,
Let us know who you want on the show.
sure.
We've had almost everyone. There's a few people that we're missing.
Sure.
We were trying to get that done. We want Recon back.
Yeah,
We want Braga back. All that shit.
yeah.
Patreon, go check it out. Shirts, go check them out. You can get this show on SoundCloud.
Yes.
You can get it on iTunes.
Yes.
Rate, review. Subscribe to the channel if you get this far.
Surely, if you like anything we had to say,
If you are about 2 hours in, you sub to the channel.
surely.
Go check out Ohara's videos.
Alright, he's blowing up.
He's blowing up.
you.
I'm sure you've seen the Zoro video.
Everyone's seen it.
Everyone's seen it.
Everyone's seen it.
All right. He does good chapter reviews. He's a thoughtful man.
Alright.
He's a positive man.
Alright.
Like to hear that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Alright.
Appreciate it.
Shanks is the God King.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, we're done. Sweet. There you go.
Sweet.
Did you have a good time?
It was amazing. Thanks.